sword fight, fight, fight. Monkey sword fight, fight, fight. Monkey sword fight, fight, fight. Monkey sword fight, fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. That was so fucking lackluster, wasn't it?
Oh.
You tell I'm not well.
Under the weather.
Welcome back to another episode of Perth's premier podcast, Monkey Sword Fight, with me, your host Jordan Patrick, and my co-host Mr. Michael Dots.
Word with dots. Luck is the residue of good planning.
I like that one.
I like
actually.
that. Heard that in relation to sports. No, it's no luck in sports. Just very good planning.
I was a Gary player.
Yeah,
The more I practice, the luckier I get.
Yeah, there you go.
Self Gary player. Joined by Andy Mack on the ones and twos, as per usual.
What's happening?
These two are sick. If you cannot,
No, we're sexy. That's how we're rocking it.
Andy
right now.
cranks something up really high on the levels, so or really low.
I am fucking suffering.
I feel like it's making my voice get deeper. I feel like I need to get deeper and
Try to get more masculine.
Can't do that.
You
Sorry.
know what comes with the cold and the cold weather? You should be responsible for your boiler checks.
That's very true.
Which is why we're so lucky to have our sponsors this week, Paul Patrick Plumbing and Heating. Are your radiators struggling to heat, Mike?
It feels like it in here, doesn't it?
Is your boiler becoming a bit sluggish?
A little bit, yeah.
Now, your system, I don't know if you know this, but your system could benefit from a power flush. So you should get in touch with Paul Patrick and Plumbing and Heating for your quote, and don't let sludge reduce your boiler's efficiency or lifespan.
All right.
Also, do you not hate when the plumber comes round and you've got to nip to the cash machine and get a wad of cash out and pay him his whatever money?
Yes.
I don't need that with Paul Patrick. Plumbing and
Really?
Heating. They have their own card functioning machine.
Oh, and he brings it with him.
And he's accepting Visa, MasterCard, Maestro, American Express, and Apple Pay.
That's awesome.
Check it out. Paul Patrick Plumbing and Heating. Thank you very much.
By the way, my voice just went up there. That is a genuine reaction because that is annoying when you have to pay people in cash. I don't deal in cash. No one really deals in cash
It
anymore.
looks like the one they've got in the green room.
The wee white
Yeah.
bad boy. Which actually, I was in
right.
there. Me and Chuff nipped in there for a pint, and I pulled out my card, and she's like, "Card machine's no charged." I was like, "Well, what do we do here then?" So I
Do I do dishes?
So I just went and sat down for a bit, and then obviously she brought the card over later. But obviously I'd never seen that before. They were
Yeah,
like,
but-
"I'll have to go and charge the machine up before you can pay for your drinks."
Surely they should have something where they have a couple on deck and you can just charge them up and then use one until one dies and then switch it up.
Also, I totally forgot that if you work in the place that me and Mike work, you get like a 10% discount off drinks in there if you've got your ID badge on.
Do you really?
Is that it?
Love a good beep.
Yeah, so that was nice. That was a nice wee 10% off our 2 pints.
Oh, all right.
It was good times. How are we all, chaps, anyway? Apart from me and Andy dying of death.
I think I'm a lot better than you two, yeah.
Man, this crept up on me, was it Saturday? Went up to the wee man's football, played a blinder, scored. So I'll say this, since the wee man, we came into the second half of the season, and I said to him what my uncle used to do for me was every time I scored a goal I got 50p.
Yeah.
So I said to him at the start of the season, he goes, right, for every goal you score I'll give you £1.
Is inflation 50p? Is that
and
it?
then for every assist you get, I'll give you 50p.
Okay, there you
and
go.
if you get man of the match, I'll give you a £5.
Yeah.
So since he's come back, he's scored 10 goals in 5 weeks.
He's wanting something on Fortnite.
Telling you, like, no, but
you
then
got a
as well-
girlfriend.
But then, so he rocks up to the game on Saturday there. He scored 4 goals.
Nice.
And like, so what they do at his age group is they play 3 15-minute games. And then obviously we just tally up the score at the end. You know, many, but fuck it. But and he scored the first ever hat trick in a single 15 minutes in our entire team. Played a fucking blinder, and I was just strutting about the sidelines like, that's my boy.
I saw your proud pictures afterwards on,
Oh mate,
on Facey.
I was buzzing. I was absolutely buzzing.
And rightly so, mate. Well done to him.
He was a good lad. And then went to the Celtic game that afternoon. A wee 1-0 in the freezing cold winds. It was a buzzing afternoon.
Knocked it out of you.
And then, so because he'd done so well, I said, right, when I'll buy you something, end of the season, I'll buy you something for the shop. So we take him in, and he's looking about, and he's sort of floating around the tracksuit. So I'm thinking, fuck, I've not got 50 quid for a tracksuit. So he lands, he sees this football, and goes, oh, you should get that. He goes, I will, sound. Get to the fucking counter, 18 quid.
For a football?
For a football.
What?
And then when I'm dropping him off to his mum's the next day, he's bouncing it on the concrete. I'm like, fucking put that in your hands. That's only for grass.
I was at Sports Direct a couple weeks ago. I won for like £4, I think.
Yeah, man, I was like, fucking, you used to be able to go into the old Sports Direct and get 2 Sondicos for a £5.
What is it, signed by Ronaldo?
That's what I was thinking, that the old San Diego floaters.
Speaking of
Kraken.
speaking of your boy, was it his birthday recently?
No.
Was it not? Oh, okay.
That
Because
wasn't-
we had a little feedback.
Okay.
When is his birthday actually?
May.
In May, all right. Because we had and that backfired a bit. Because we had a little feedback. We were discussing putting Facebook things on Facebook for people's birthday who aren't on Facebook. So Andy Henderson, of course, sent me a screenshot. He says, does Riley have Facebook? And I was like, no, why? And then he sent me a screenshot of you wishing your son happy birthday on Facebook.
When was that?
May?
Probably. Oh no, that's because we went to the biggest weekend. So I try and put stuff up because I've got family in Australia and shit like that, and family I don't see very often. So I do like stick up a wee picture every now and again.
All right.
I know, I'll take it. I'll take the feedback.
I'll let you off.
Hey,
He's wriggled out of that
I
one.
know.
I'll let you off.
See, to be
It's
fair
fine.
though, I get it though. I do. It is annoying, but sometimes as well. At the same time, I'm like, I was that proud of him at the weekend. That I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put something up.
No, that was cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. And I
But
was
no,
like,
yeah, I may well have done that actually. Yeah, but because we went to I think I remember that photo. It was a good photo. If it's a good photo, I'm gonna share it. I don't give a fuck.
I may have it. Yeah, I think I still
bring it
have
up
it,
so I can shame myself. I'll take the feedback. If I'm a complete hypocrite, then I'll be all right with that. Saying that, oh no, I don't know if I could probably mention this. You're on the Facebook, the Twitter thread that we had that you and him are going halves on a kid.
Yeah, that got weird.
I did get away real quick. But, shout out to Andy Henderson. I take on your feedback. You're still a cunt.
Speaking of football, though, my youngest daughter started football last night.
Yeah, I seen that video.
Yeah, so we were up at, is it 7 acres? Is that what they call it?
Up
Yeah.
and left, am I?
Yeah, so we were up there.
7 acres.
Wow, what's up with
Well,
that?
we've only put in a really nice football pitch. It was just a place in Letham where all the wee minks could go and drink at the weekend. I say minks, I was one of those wee minks. So.
It's still in good condition. The
Oh,
place
the
looks
pitch
nice.
is brilliant,
Yeah.
aye.
So she enjoyed the hell out, even though it was raining. Like when we came in after school, it started raining as soon as we came into the house, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So then my friend, whose daughter plays and he coaches one of the other boys' teams in the area, he was like, "It may not be the best night to bring her down. Like it's kind of raining. You don't want to ruin the first experience for her." So I was like, "You know what? I don't want to fucking stand in the cold either. So maybe we won't go." So I was like, "Sienna, it's kind of raining outside. Do you not want to go?" She was like, "No, we're going." And I was like, "All right, cool." So we got up there. And she had a blast, man. Like she was like laughing her ass off. The coaches are really, really good. And it was a good time. She had a really, really good time. I'm excited. I was looking for I was Googling who's the most famous female soccer players, but I can buy the jersey for.
You get quite a lot of the women's Scotland matches are played up at McDermott.
Oh, all right.
So if you keep an eye, because there's a ladies team for Genefield, and they often get asked to go up.
Yeah.
And they get free tickets and stuff to watch and that. So you keep an eye out for that because it's good, and I think it's brilliant, especially it was like we talked about before, like with wee girls not thinking they can be fire up persons or fire people.
Fire people.
But it's
Firefighters.
good, man. Like if I had a daughter, I'd want, because one thing I love about football is the same way any team sports is being in a team.
Yes.
That's some of the best shit going.
But then was it you that said that if you didn't play for a team on a team sport, then you need to get punched in the face? There was some quote like that.
Not even that. No, I think everyone needs to be punched in the face at one point or another, so they're not a dickhead. But
Yeah.
I think team sports are really important for kids.
Yeah, I think they're important
Super
for kids, and then as you grow older, you learn how to do shit. I think
It's just good for interaction.
Yeah.
I think a nice thing just to touch on with the women's football is that the Scotland women's football team, who just qualified for the World Cup for the first time with government funding, are able now to go full time up until the tournament. So hopefully
great.
that gives them a better chance of performing well on the big stage. And the other thing I just want to touch on there, Mike, is football in the rain. The rain is the perfect weather for football because that's where you go through some cunt with a fucking slidey tackle.
Slider.
Cut you right into
And you
mate.
feel, especially if it's a nice muddy ground and you go for miles to
Oh, it's all about sliding tackles, man.
I can't wait to scream that out at Sienna's first game. Cut that cunt in two.
fuck that bitch. Oh.
Sir, please.
You're one of those parents I've had that award with.
Not again.
The thing is, man, you'll notice you see all types of people, like folk who are who sort of forget that it's kids' football.
Oh, you
and you
do.
see parents. I've had to have a word with a couple of parents and be like, look, if you've got nothing positive to say, you have to shut up. And they're like, what is it? I'm not having you. Might be your bairn, but he's on my team, so pipe down.
That's hilarious.
We had parents trying to live out their dream through their kids.
Wow,
Kind of
we
thing,
had,
you know?
Yeah, I see that happening.
We had one team, I won't name, but we're playing up it, and they're renowned. And even in the kids' league, they're renowned for being a bit arsey. And there was this one guy who was stood behind my goalkeeper. So they're like the other team's parents were in the other half, and this guy was stood behind my goalkeeper, and every now and again I could see him like speaking to the kids in my half. I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" So I spoke to the other coach. I was like, "Who's he?" Oh, he's one of the parents. He goes, "Well, tell him to move." So the coach went along and sat and spoke to him, and the guy's like, "I'm not moving." I was like, "Oh yes, you are, sir."
So wait, why was he doing it? What was he
I
doing?
don't think. Apparently, he does it all the time. He stands behind the other team's goals and tries to distract the kids.
Oh, for fuck's
That's
sake.
the kind of thing I'd be doing.
He seems to really good. And then I sort of brought up, and apparently he's done it before, and I was like, "Well, he's never done it when I'm there." I was like,
man,
"When he
that's
fucking do it
terrible.
again."
If you start staying at O'Reilly, he might save you a few quid.
Here, big man, go and 2 foot that number 7, please. I better get paid for another week.
Just hit him low in the ankle. We just need him out for a couple of weeks.
Say you get pulled from the football because you're skint.
Imagine putting a bounty on your own fucking kid. That's awesome.
The wee bastard had the cheek, right? So I fucked it. So obviously we went through the football, so that's what, 20 quid on petrol to get through to Glasgow. About 10 quid on the McDonald's going through. Car sweeties, get there.
Car sweeties.
Car sweeties, man, you got to get car sweeties. Fucking 18 quid on the football. Program, hot chocolate at half time, all that shit.
How much is the program?
Like 5 quid.
That's ridiculous.
And then he fucking texts me earlier on, "Can I have £2.50? I was like, "What for?" "Something for Lego superheroes." I'm like, "No, get fucked." I was like, "You ask your mum." He's like, "My mum's taking me to London next week." I goes, "Well, that's fucking plenty then, bolt." Wee bastards.
my
But no,
God.
but so was it Sienna? Sorry, she
She had a really, really good time, and I just seen her bounce around. She made friends really quickly. One of her friends was there too, and she was just it's good because it's a sport, and I don't want to say that I can't get involved in any of the other stuff that we do. Like she does gymnastics as well, but they got all the windows frosted over so you can't see, which I think is pretty fucking weird.
yeah.
But it's probably a safety thing. They don't want kids looking out saying "Hi, Mom" and then falling off a beam or something. But
I never really thought of it like that.
yeah. But she's having a good time. I can't wait for her to get really stuck in and be one of those parents on the borderline, kind of getting yelled at by coaches. Like,
I liked your Instagram as well. I think I saw it on your story. It was like they were doing sort of little drills and stuff
Doing
like
it.
that
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, man, it looked awesome.
Yeah.
thing is as well, man, I've noticed it with the coaching, like you see kids coming in and there's a couple of kids who are like shy as fuck when they come in, but then within 3 or 4 weeks they're like fully integrated and you see a totally different side to them, and parents will come up and say that it's totally brought them out their shell, and they're a different child because they're actually, sports teach them to like just tackling, not being scared to go in and like put in a decent challenge, and that's what you're trying to explain to them, because we've got a couple of kids on the team who are like, they're a bit sort of soft. Like you're not trying to hurt people and they're not trying to hurt you, but you're going to have to realise that sometimes in sports you're going to take a knock.
yeah.
But you have to take a knock to realise that. It was the same, we've talked about this with American football. Like,
Yeah.
it's not until the first time you get levelled out where you realise, right, I can do this. This is easy enough. It hurts, but it's okay.
I know. Yeah.
Talking about football, actually, I had a little bit of feedback from good friend Fraser Reevy,
Okay.
Hurricanes ex-player, who's
Reeve.
been doing a lot of work for the Hurricanes in their
Awesome.
player
Awesome
drive.
work.
Yeah. So really, I've talked about him actually about coming on. Maybe to talk about it. He does some graphic design, and the shit he's been doing is amazing. So I wanted to give them a wee shout out to the Dundee Hurricanes. Oh, sorry. We just a wee shout out to the Dundee Hurricanes. Open tryouts for the Dundee Hurricanes are the 14th of October.
Oh, yeah.
So check them out on Facebook, Dundee Hurricanes, for all the details. All shapes and sizes welcome, all abilities. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got fat bastards like myself playing, and then athletes like Mike who've come along.
Not anymore.
So yeah, look,
I may go down, actually.
The Dundee Hurricanes hold a very special place in mine and Mike's heart. So
Yes, great place to play for.
Yeah, if circumstances were different, I'd still be playing. So please, if you have any interest in American football, get down, search them on Facebook, send them a message. All you need to bring is boots and a gum shield. The club provides everything else.
I may go down.
Yeah,
I may go check it out. You're
I may be. I might have the wee man, or I might
okay.
be laid up. Anyway, but Reeve did message as well. He goes, "I hope you're well, you wee sausage," with a kissy emoji. I love your podcast, by the way. Not usually into podcasts, but listened on the way to work today. And then his further statement was, a podcast that has regular use of the word cunt is my type of podcast.
He's already had it twice tonight. Only 15 minutes in.
even I said it too. Jeez,
So nice one, Reeve. Thanks for that. But yeah, he's been doing some cracking work on the recruitment posters for the Dundee Hurricanes. It
Really,
looks
really nice stuff.
Cool as fuck. So yeah, check him out. And if you are into American sports and semi-homoerotic humour, then that is the team for you.
I want to see if I can spend some time with him, like Bobby Sanchez or Fraser, and see if I could get some pointers for that graphic design stuff, because they do like some really, really good work.
Yeah.
I was checking out Bobby Sanchez before you guys got here. He's playing Forza. Was it Forza 5?
Is that the new one?
But what's the newest one?
I think it was, yeah. I think he was in a bit of a rut with Vigor at the end of last week. Like he wasn't playing very well, so I think he's just had a break and switched games for a few days. Just to
You know
keep
what?
it fresh.
The companies would be smart to just throw gamers like him and others just like boatload of cash, because I'm not into racing games, and I saw that and I was like, I want to buy a racing game.
Yeah, Forza's amazing, man.
Yes, I might download it now because I've got a new phone. I've got a little bit of space, so I can actually download some new apps. So I might download Twitch and have a look, because I was thinking about going out and getting FIFA or Madden.
Oh yeah,
because I'm going to be indisposed for a few weeks. So I thought, okay, well, I need to actually do something with my time.
You know, I went today, right? I went to the town, bought my old PlayStation games. That's like the last 3 Maddens and like NBA game. And I was like, I'll trade these in and get £4 for them probably, but I'll put it toward the Madden. And I went to them, and what is it? Is it CEX or what is it called?
Yes.
And they didn't have it. Like neither one had, not even a used one. I was like, gee, you normally have 5 and maybe 2 get bought, and then you have them just hanging around. I can't believe it. Either they didn't order any or they must have been sold out. But I was raging.
I couldn't believe they wouldn't order any, but I mean, it might just be a case of the last 5 or 6 years of looking at it and they go, fuck, we only sell like...
We only sell it to that tall black
6
guy
of
who's
these a
annoying.
year.
I seen the new FIFA is £50.
Is that bad?
That's just the basic FIFA, man. You want the Ultimate Edition because you get like free packs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you like that shit.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
all my
bothered with
team,
that one.
man.
I just want.
I'm missing it too
I think
much.
it's my thing. I'm just going to get FIFA because I don't care that much. I just want something to fanny about with. So I'd be happy enough just getting FIFA 18 for £15 or whatever the fuck it'll be now. Because give it 12 months and that £50 will be right down the Swanee.
You know what? I downloaded the demo for FIFA 19, and I had FIFA 18 because they released it. They gave it for people for free for like 2 weeks during the World Cup. And I don't see a difference. So I mean, maybe a fine player like yourself, Andy, may know. But I was like, there's nothing different.
It was like a comparison video on Instagram. It was like the graphics of PES against FIFA, and I was just like, PES just looks guff, man. I've never been a Pro Evo guy.
Gameplay looks a lot better, but I think it's like the problem is they don't have legit strips. So it's like when they do the PES Ultimate Team, somebody packed Ronaldo and he comes out, plays for Juventus, but he's not wearing a Juventus top in that because he's not got a license for Juventus and shit like that. And some of the player models are pretty outrageous. If anybody who's in the know will know like what Frank Ribery has looked like, you know he's pretty ugly in like real life, but what he's looked like in PES over the last sort of 8 or 9 years, you just look at the progression of him. he's like a fucking hunchback in Notre Dame, looking hang in the face. You know what I mean? He's a bit fucked.
People swear by PES though. Like a lot of people will not play FIFA.
Yeah, people. It's the whole indie. I don't like bands when they get big. That's whole sort of mentality. Is I'm a PES
It's
player.
the authenticity. That's the problem. They've got the lockdown on the fucking licenses, the stadiums, the legends or the icons. All that shit,
I think Celtic Park's become an official Pro Evo stadium.
All right.
They get like a Celtic edition because they've actually got Celtic Park on Pro Evo.
Oh, that's right. Ibrox and Celtic Park are on this year's PES.
Yeah.
That's right.
Still not going to fucking get it.
Are they in FIFA too or no?
No. In FIFA they use like sort of standard stadium builds, but in PES they've actually mapped out Celtic Park.
So do they do that for all the Scottish teams, or is it just for?
I think it's just Celtic.
Just Celtic and Rangers. But in FIFA they've got obviously all the Premier League, all the La Liga stadiums, obviously
Champions
things
League,
like
all
San
that.
Siro and all that kind of shit.
All the big dogs.
All right,
Big dogs. But yeah, I think I might go. I might go get me some
Well,
FIFA.
what a mad.
Shout out to a friend of the show, Murray Ged, because he took last week off work
To play?
to play FIFA.
Hey,
It's my kind of guy.
What a guy.
FIFA holiday, why not? Yeah.
So that's all he was doing last week.
See, I wish I had because I like the idea of doing that. And every now and again, like I remember last year, me and Chuff got right into Star Wars Battlefront. And we were sat for ages, like just having fucking one-on-ones, first 100 kills. And it was great, done that every now and again. But then I don't have the dedication to stick to a game. I don't mind like one-on-one shoot 'em ups and stuff like that. But see, like storylines and that, I get far too bored, far too easy.
Oh, I love that shit.
I
I can't wait for Red Dead Redemption to come out.
with its realistic horse genitalia.
Oh yeah, that's the only reason why I wanted it.
That was all
Actually,
that was missing from the first one.
You know what? Really, this game could just use a massive set of horse balls.
Wait a minute, there's no horse balls in this game?
Should we call
Frisbee
that
in the street.
Is that the episode title? A massive set of horse balls.
Yeah.
Equine testicles.
So you guys were talking about being sick, and before the conversation this week that we talked about that we wanted to save for the show was the handkerchief. So you said that your dad
my
mentioned
dad,
a handkerchief.
like, for years has a set of like proper like handkerchiefs.
Okay, this is my
actually,
question. How many do you get like in a set?
I don't know, man. He's had them for years, and he's always take one. I'm like, no.
Are they silk or what are they?
I don't know, but they're just like a material. They're like cloth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's just like, I'm like, no, man, I'm not taking it. Like, for me, like, once I've blown my nose on something, that's
bins
going in the
it, yeah.
bin. I'm not going to keep a snotty rag in my pocket.
Yeah, but I kind of like a used like paper towel. If I'm really sick, I like a used paper towel, something thick and absorbent that I can blow my nose in a couple of times and then keep around for a little while and then throw it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but still, I'm not.
I wouldn't want to put it in my pocket.
I'm not want to stick them in the washing machine either. Like,
oh, that'd be good too, though. Well, you probably need to hand wash it or something, don't you?
no, I don't know. I think so. I can ask my mum. Somebody phone her right now.
Yeah, Mama Pats.
Mama Pats, how do we phone dads? How do we phone?
How do you wash dad's snot bit rags?
Oh my goodness. But nah, it's not for me. Like, we should have put that in Braw Or
I
Naw.
bet you'd rather a crusty hanky than a crusty sock.
She'd probably rather neither.
Oh, my sock.
Sorry, Mama Pats.
Could have hammered nails with a sock I had when I was a teenager.
Oh, that is
Can
disgusting.
we bleep that out?
Absolutely disgusting.
That stays in.
Stays in.
So what else have we been up to? Anything interesting happened over the last week?
I didn't mention this last week, but I was listening to. Well, I did say that I was listening to the Night and Day podcast, and Alana was saying that I had an athlete's name. She's like, Mike Dot sounds like an athlete, something similar to that. And I was like, I actually get that a lot. Like, I was like, I wish I was the athlete that my name was, because I'm certainly not. But I just think it's weird how like people think that's like Mike Dot's at the 25-yard line.
Mike Dot's free safety for the New York Giants. Yeah, we went out there, we played hard defense.
Give it 110%. Football is 90% mental, 40% physical.
Snooker player called Graham Dot.
Graham Dot?
Dots, but Graham Dot, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Snooker's not a sport, is it?
What was have you ever had any nicknames? Other than just Dots?
One of my first football coaches called me it was like .com, so he called me the computer, which is a terrible, terrible nickname.
That's such American banner.
What else did I get? I got Dottie a lot. Just Dots.
I'm trying to think so. Like the guy, because the guy with the nickname the Postman, because he always delivers.
That's Ian Poulter.
What would the one with the computer be?
I'm thinking of porn right now for some reason, but I don't know why. Maybe I should just not say anything.
Oh mate, I've always just had JP.
JP. That's a cool nickname. Initials, yeah.
JP.
That flows.
MD. The doctor.
The doctor. I did get the doctor. Yeah.
That's better.
Dr. Dots.
Dr. Dots.
The love doctor.
The love doctor. No, I didn't really have any cool nicknames. I made up nicknames for myself.
Oh, that's bad. You can't give yourself a nickname.
Why not?
Because you just can't. I don't think you're not allowed. You have to. A nickname has to be something you're given.
But because of my last name, everyone just called me Dots, and I was like, all right, I want to move on from Dots. I want something else.
The full stop.
The full stop.
Just start rapping. Just give yourself your rap name, Mike.
I should. You know what? If I was a rapper, Dots would be a good rap name.
Or for your voiceovers, just give yourself a nice pseudonym.
Can we do that
like
just now, Andy? Can you go online and try and find like an MC name generator, and we'll give ourselves.
Those things are always horrible. Those MC name generators. But yeah, Jordan dying.
Sorry.
It was weird. It's weird hearing people talk about you too.
Yeah, I find that really strange when obviously we've got a decent wee rapport going with those guys, and it's always nice.
They're great.
PJ and Alan always give us really good feedback. I actually wanted to say this. It was the last 2 episodes of Night and Day podcast. I wanted to say this feedback for them, not feedback, but just a comment. Seems like Alana's really come out of her shell.
Okay.
I feel like the first few episodes, I think PJ was like he was really taking
Leading
the
it,
podcast,
yes.
but like
Yeah.
the interview they had with the CrossFit athlete, and then the following episode. I feel like Alana's personality came through really well.
Oh, that's good.
Like, not that it didn't beforehand, but I felt like she was settling more into like
Yeah.
The actual, because I know we were the exact same. When you first started doing this, you're like, what do I say?
Hi, everyone.
Like you sort of put on, but like the last couple I've really enjoyed because you can see a bit more of their actual husband and wife rapport coming through.
Yeah.
So shout out to Night and Day podcast. Andy Mac, we got a generator.
Yeah, so I've just put in his first name and his last initial, suggested male rap name, obviously. And the first one I've got is Schizo Mikey M, aka Master Bling. Yes, son.
I like Master Bling. That's awesome.
Let's see what you are, Jordan.
Schizo Mikey M, aka Master. Oh,
Schizo Mikey, yeah, on the ones and twos.
Your rap name is just Jordan, so it's just the first word is Jor, and then the second one is Dan.
that's piss on in.
No, that's all right.
Jordan.
Funky Geordie Chopper.
Yes. Take that all day. What about you, Andy Mac? You just gonna stay. You don't need what you got Macapella.
Yeah, was that your only nickname, Macapella?
No, everybody at school just called me Mac.
Mac man.
Or just Macfarlane.
Yeah.
Andy Mac. And then the Macapella thing's just pissing about one day. It's just like, I didn't make instrumentals, I make Macapellas. And somebody's like, that's pretty good. And I went, fuck it, I'll just call myself that. And it just stuck.
Well, that's the same.
That's my name now.
My dad got big Pats, so I just got called Pats' laddie. So I'll never
Pat
get
son.
Pats laddie. You big Pats' laddie. That's me. We're the same height, but he still seems about a foot taller than I am.
He's your dad. He'll always be bigger.
What have we got else? What else we got? It's been a bit strange. We've not had a solo episode for a few weeks, have we?
No, I think we're flowing pretty
I'm
well.
enjoying this.
Yeah.
Shooting this shit, even though we're all dying of death.
Well, they were talking about, and hopefully this will be a smooth segue, on Night and Day about some type of alcohol. What was that? I think they were talking about gin?
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonics, yeah. And me and Konzo were talking about that and what alcohols you can drink alone and what you can drink, what you have to drink socially. So, like, for example, like, you wouldn't hear anyone drinking tequila on their own, but you may have someone drinking, vodka and Coke, maybe.
Yeah, like you wouldn't drink champagne on your own, would
Nah,
you?
that's a celebration.
No, you wouldn't. That's a good one. That wasn't on the list.
I think so maybe solo drinks. You got beer, whiskey, rum,
Nips,
vodka. Yeah.
spirits.
Well, see, okay, so vodka we touched on. Is vodka a solo drink though?
Why not? Why not just go home and have a wee vodka lemonade? What's wrong with that? How's that
All
any
right.
different from having a Jack D and Coke?
See,
Well, see, I don't think Jack is a solo one. I think Jack is something that you need to drink with someone.
I just drink whatever's in the house. Like that bottle of whiskey you gave me. Remember, I did a favour for you. You gave me a bottle of whiskey, and it was. I didn't really drink whiskey, but when the beers are finished,
Gotta drink something.
nice wee
you
nut.
gotta drink something.
See, I don't.
And just over a few weeks, you just work your way through the bottle. It's fine, man.
I don't tend to drink. I'm a social drinker, so like, if I'm by myself in the
too.
house, I'll rarely, if ever, have an alcoholic drink. Like,
What about wine? Is that a solo or is that a social?
Yeah, of course it is.
Again, like I guess
You guys are alcoholics.
I am.
the fucking like Chuff likes that. She comes home she's had a long day. She'll have a glass of wine when she gets in. But
Yeah.
I don't see alcohol as like a thing for like it doesn't unwind me.
I think certain, like whiskey does. I like having it kind of flattens me out and mellows me out, and it kind of makes me feel tingly. You know what I mean? So, whiskey, I would say, is a home drink.
Yeah, like I've done it before. I've had a few. Like I've got in and maybe had a tin of beer, but it's very rare that I'll have a drink unless I'm out to get smashed.
Yeah,
I do like a night out.
You do like a night out.
Damn,
Yeah.
I'm dreading. I've got a wedding on Saturday, and I am dreading Sunday already.
Wow, you don't have to get shit faced though. You know
I
that,
don't
right?
have to, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, me and Connie always see your stuff on Instagram. We were like, oh man, they go out a lot, man. They're
Well,
great.
it's not even, it seems like it comes in waves. Like we'll have nothing, and we'll plan like a few quiet weeks. But then when we go big, we go big.
Yeah.
And like me, like it was never something I've really done before, like with a girlfriend. But like, me and Megan quite enjoy the two of us, the two of us, like, and have a few drinks in the house and then go out for a boogie.
Yeah.
And it's just something and since we started going. I think that's how we sort of like we got what we did when we first started going out. So
Yeah.
we do it less often now. But
I like that. You're just sitting there and it's like 5:30, 6 on a Saturday night, and you're just like,
Why not?
what are we doing tonight? You're like, fuck it, fancy going for a couple of drinks?
well, that's the thing.
Fuck
Was
it,
like,
let's do it.
I had the wee man when I was 19. And then,
Oh, so you're
do you know
kinda
what I mean?
making up for a
Not
time
even so
a
much
little
making
bit.
up, but like I never really got to do it. So now the weekends I've not got them. I'm just like, I could go a wee drink actually.
Yeah.
My problem is that I still drink like I'm 19. Like we went back to my sister's after a party last week. But I like pre-drinks. I think that's where it's at. We sat and played the
Pre-drinks are better than
actual
out
night.
drinks, I think. Yeah, that's where all the good shit happens.
we sat and played the 50 Shades of Grey drinking game.
All right, well,
Before we went out.
What's that?
So basically, drink whenever something really ridiculous happens. So you drink a lot. Drink whenever the script is terrible.
Have you seen this movie before this?
No. I'd seen the first one, and this was the second one.
Oh, okay. Did you see it, Andy?
No.
That was just to get to that question. I
just watch porn normally. But like, yeah, so there was like 4 rules. It was like, drink when the script's terrible, drink when something ridiculous happens, drink when she completely ignores the fact she's in an abusive relationship, and then drink when there's ridiculous nudity. So within half an hour, we were fucked.
You were drunk.
But it was a great, like that type of shit. We've done it before with the Star Wars Episode 1, like The Phantom Menace, because it was so terrible. And I'd watched it for like 15 years. And then she put it on, and I was like, looking at it, I was like, has this film been finished? I was like, these special effects look like they're in middle stages of production. So it was like, one of the rules was drink anytime there's bad CGI. So we're like, we only made it like an hour into the film, but I was like, no, we've got to stop now. Like, this is bad.
Yeah, that kind of put me off. Dave Orange gave me like all those movies, like the Star Wars movies, and I was watching those, and I was like, like I just do that so much better now.
Like I said before, man, see, unless you watch them as a kid, you're probably not going to get.
Yeah.
You'll probably think, this is an alright film, but you're not going to have that nostalgia factor. But yeah, for your previous point, yeah, we do like a drink. But
what's your routine for, like, the hangover for the Sunday? Like, what do you normally do? You wake up.
Well,
and
usually I've got the wee man's football, so I wake up and have a little cry.
Responsibilities.
And then my hangover cures consist of as much food as I can possibly fit down my mouth, and an ice cold shower when I get up.
Okay, shower. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, like but it has to be a cold shower because like when I'm hungover, my temperature just spikes.
So let's say like on a day that you've been drinking, or day after you've been drinking. Excuse me. Like, what's like your normal shower routine? Like, how long do you stay in the shower?
Depends how many wanks I can have.
Why do we have to go to the touching yourself? Crusty drain you got?
Oh, mate.
Oh, don't say, oh, mate. You brought it up.
It's all right, his brother's a plumber.
Bring your chisel, Paul.
This one's thick. No, I like, I sort of get up, have a cry. And then Megan laughs at me because I've then got to go to the wee man's football. So I'll have something to eat, and then at about 10-15 minutes and just let the ice cold shower blast over me.
But on a normal day?
Day.
How long are you in the shower?
On the ship, 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah? Andy?
Just on a normal day. No more than 10 minutes.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't even think I'm in there for 10 minutes.
Mate,
sometimes
sometimes I think I usually shower at night. Because in the morning, I'm trying to lay in my bed for as long as possible.
Yeah.
So usually in the morning, I'll stick my head in the shower so I can wet my hair, and then I'll dry it, and I'll fucking...
Yeah, I gotta start doing that. I gotta start fucking getting showering, and I hate showering in the morning.
Well, I try and shower at night because it's a fucking... That extra 10 minutes in your bed in the morning's everything.
Do you... are you a loofah guy? You loofahs?
Is that the like sponge on a stick?
Yeah. Not on a stick. It's like the thing where you kind of exfoliate, take all the skin off.
Then but no, I'm usually just get the shower gel on my hands and then just face, chest, balls.
Face, chest, balls.
If there's a sponge there, I'll use it. If there's not, I won't.
I picture Andy using like a scouring sponge from the sink.
I want to get all these sound bites for Andy. I'll eat anything pickled. Love a bit of exposed brick. If there's a sponge there, I'll use it.
It wasn't me that liked the exposed brick. That was you.
That is true. Yeah, you did.
I like a bit of exposed brick.
Not to say I'm no partial myself.
It's not my favourite one still. I'll eat anything that's pickled.
Oh, honestly.
I still haven't had any of my fucking pickled eggs yet. I need to...
Oh, shit. I'll bring you some down next week.
From where? Where do you get them from?
Just get them in Asda's.
Yeah? I'm diving right in. I'm ready to eat.
All of that nonsense, man. But no, I'm no more than 10 minutes in the morning. Hungover can hit about 20, just depending if I'm having a sit down cry.
See, I'll be honest, days when I'm hungover, if I know I'm not going out and I know nobody's coming to see me, you can quite easily not have a shower till the last...
You're boosting?
To the last second before I go to my bed.
Stewing in it.
I do that.
I did it this Sunday as well. Didn't even jump in the shower till like 8:30, 9 at night.
So, I like getting in a hot shower because it's kind of like a steam room. It's kind of like a sauna, you know what I mean? It kind of gets all that alcohol out of you when you're hungover. But normally, I'm in there like 7 minutes. I'm blasting
on a standard day, I'm literally in there, hit the sweet spots.
Yeah.
and then get out and get myself ready.
Oh, the sour spots.
Oh, mate.
You know what I like as well, just to throw it in the mix, is a wee mint or a wee eucalyptus shower gel as well.
Ooh,
That
a little
always
tingle.
fucking-
The wee tea tree,
Yeah.
mint tea tree
Helps,
on your homos.
Yeah. I got one of those.
Apparently, it's a very different experience if you're female, though.
Is it?
Yeah, they don't like the tea tree oil.
No.
Yeah, the tea tree shower gel.
I imagine it wouldn't be very nice on the innards. No.
Oh my god.
Probably more into the shower head. Right, okay, we move
Pulse,
on.
pulse,
What about
pulse.
not nice on the innards? How about that? That's not a good title.
No,
sorry.
no.
Anyway, moving on swiftly. Did we mention the hours in the coffin last week?
No, we didn't.
We
no,
didn't.
what
No,
fucks this
okay.
up?
So, would you spend 30 hours in a coffin for $300?
Fucking right, it would,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
If you spend 30 hours in a coffin, you could receive $300 and season passes to Six Flags Great Adventure. This is in America. It's an amusement park. I would not do this.
Pourquoi? Can I just ask for what to what end?
Actually, you know what? I would do it if it was just in a coffin someplace and I knew they were going to reopen it straight away. Yeah, then that's cool. Well, let's like up the ante a little bit. What if they like put you in the coffin for 30 hours, threw dirt on it though? Like you put you in the ground, threw dirt on it,
And
they
then
had
chained up, put it underwater, and you've got to escape like David Blaine.
Evil Knievel, yeah.
What's the crack with bathroom breaks as well, though? Like you just lie there on your
Oh,
own.
let's
Get a
read through
catheter,
this.
probably.
Can I take my phone in with me as well, like a battery pack?
The most talked
Because I could
about.
kip for a good 10 hours of that.
He's trying to participate in the challenge. You must be 18 years or older. You cannot have a medical condition, of course. You must sign a waiver at check-in, just in case. You must provide your own pillow and sleeping bag. You must be able to lie completely still, completely flat and dead still. Oh my God. Six Flags will provide deluxe, slightly used coffins. I don't want a slightly used
Where
coffin
did
if
they
I'm
get a
alive.
slightly used coffin from? The fuck?
They dug it up, Jordan. Duh.
Saying that right, I would.
Okay, all meals in the coffin, 1 6-minute bathroom break every hour. Oh, that's easy. This is crazy. This
Every
isn't-
what?
1 6-minute bathroom break every hour. Phone charging stations for the posting on social media from. Oh, no, come on.
Oh, mate, that's easy.
Six Flags is all right as a theme park, so yeah, I would do it for the tickets.
that's
Oh,
a hang-
yeah.
that's a
I thought
hangover
this was going to
day.
be a little bit.
I've laid down for longer than that while I've been hanging out my arse.
Plus, have you seen the size of folk that go to fucking Six Flags?
They're very
In
large
Disneyland,
people.
the
Yeah.
large people. Those are going to be
Have
some
you seen it?
spacious coffins.
I was going to say,
boys.
have you seen how comfy coffins look, too?
They are.
That's like some proper padding.
Coffin, you know how much coffins cost? They're fucking ridiculously expensive.
I'm not being funny, man. See, when I die, put me in a box. I'm not going to complain about the comfort, am I?
Don't even bother. I'm going to tell my daughter just burn me up.
Yeah,
Just
just
fucking
cremate me,
throw
man. Honestly, just cremate me, man. I'm not bothered.
And please don't keep me in the house because I think that's creepy. Just fucking sprinkle me somewhere where
Yeah,
you think I'd
no,
like
yeah.
it.
Get made into a ring or something like that. You
A
can do
bullet.
that.
You've seen the ones
that's
you
a
get
good
packed in
idea.
a
Yeah,
bullet. You can get like the ashes packed into a bullet casing.
Oh.
That'd be cool as fuck.
And then what would you do with it? Would you shoot something with it,
Yeah, I
though?
was like, I'm going to shoot someone, shoot a vegan with me.
You can't say that.
Can I say it?
You can't
I
say
was,
that.
dying slowly. I was watching, I'll get into this later, Joe Rogan's special.
Yeah.
His new one, and he touched on a hashtag he found on Instagram called vegan cat.
Vegan cat.
Vegan cat. People
Okay.
are feeding their cats on a vegan diet.
Oh,
and it's
God.
a hilarious. The bit's hilarious that he does about it because he's just like,
Oh, was this his stand-up?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually going to watch that tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's really good, man. But it's like, but I'm not going to go into it. But it's like all the pictures of these vegan cats are cats lying down. Their eyes are milky as fuck because they're dying slowly. But it's really good. He does some really good bits about he's sexist towards men. And the way he breaks it down, I watched it when I was on my lunch today, and I was pissing myself. So it's very, very good.
Joe Rogan's a talented man.
Only just came out today, didn't it?
Yeah, I was.
No, there was. Oh, is it a new one?
Yeah, it's a brand new one. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
There is one on Netflix right now that I started watching and fell asleep on. I watched tonight.
Triggered was his last one that came out last
That's
year.
it, yeah.
And this one's called Strange Times. Triggered's really good. He's got a great bit about Kanye West and the Kardashian family, and it's really fucking
I
good.
will dive in as soon as
Really
you
fucking good.
fuckers leave.
Yeah, I was watching his MMA show. He was live streaming with Brendan Schaub there.
yeah.
Just finished before I came down here. He was on about that. I don't think he's that funny for the stand-up though, but I'll maybe give it a blast.
Oh, you don't think Rogan's that funny?
Yeah, I don't think his stand-up's
I
that
think he's-
funny.
he's
I think
got
he's
a
too
bit-
smart to be that funny.
He's got a strange style because he says some really weird shit, and I think it's more the way he acts that I appreciate his timing.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like the way he like accentuates what he says at different parts. Just talking about the old MMA, should we maybe jump into a bit of sports?
Oh, let's do it.
What's the goalie doing? What's the goalie doing?
What's the goalie doing?
So the big topic this week.
A Ryder Cup.
I was going to say Conor McGregor.
Oh,
Khabib.
shit. Sorry.
But yeah, let's talk about Ryder Cup. So, again, I know nothing about... When it comes to watching golf, I am fucking... I just don't watch it.
It's funny you say that because I have a group chat with all my friends at home and they were really into it, and to kind of prove that I was still American, America, fuck yeah. I was like, I just want to troll my Scottish friends, but I just really don't know anything about golf. And my friend Anthony, speaking of nicknames, his nickname is Spit. His last name is Spataro. Everyone calls him Spit, which I like.
Spataro?
Yeah.
Nice. Is he Italian?
He's a vowel at the end of the name, so yes. So he says, you hit the ball in the hole and then count how many shots it took. And I was like, you know what? That is correct, yes. But I don't know like the bogeys and all that other shit. And the Eagles.
1 up, 2 up, and all that.
Yeah, so that's like you're 1 up. So let's say Jordan and I go and play a game of match play. We tee off on the first hole and it's a par 3. So, and you play the hole in 4 shots and I play it in 3. So I win the hole. Therefore, I am 1 up.
Okay, that's basically. Okay, I get that.
You know, so if you're 4 up, you're 4 holes up on your opponent.
Okay.
Obviously,
All
you
right.
can get to a point where you could be 5 up with 5 to play, which is called Dormy 5. So if you don't lose that hole, then you'd be 5 up with 4 to play, and the match is over because your opponent can't come back. So that's why you see things like such as Tiger Woods wins 3 and 2 because he was 3 holes up with 2 to play. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So that's how the match play works.
I feel like I need to play. You got to take me out on the links and school me up.
We should head up to the driving range at Murray's Hall because the view on that bad boy is amazing.
Where's Murray's Hall?
Up just before Scone. If you're heading to Scone, you take a left just beforehand.
Yeah, let's do it one day.
It's great up there in the summer because you just get your balls night by tokens during the day, and then you go up at night. Nice night, sun setting, a few dengies, get a few beers and that.
Dengue!
It's good crack, man. I was a really good course. I enjoyed playing that the other week, even though I lost my fucking. I was looking at pitching wedges the other day because I fucking left mine lying like a dick. I love my pitching wedge.
Do you know what? I did the same thing at the end of a competition, and I was the last ones out on the Sunday, and I left my pitching wedge on the 18th green. And then I didn't realise till the next morning before I went out, I looked at my bag and I was like, I'm missing a club here. It's like a pitching wedge. I was like, fuck. And I just got fitted for my Titleist irons and I was like, fucking a lot of money. Went back up to Murray's Hall, would you believe it, on the Sunday morning, still sitting there on the edge of the green. If I had been doing the North Inch or anything like that, I was fucking gone.
That's the thing, man. I was annoyed. I think I talked about it last week, but the only reason I never went back is because we'd already walked for about 8 mile and it was at the top of a fucking hill and I was like, there's no danger I'm going back for that.
So
that's laziness.
No, I completely agree. But I was fucked.
I'm sorry, that's just laziness.
I saw Andy trying to like kind of put it into better words.
He was like, it sounds really fucking bad, but they're like clubs I was gifted, and they're like old as balls.
See, how much do clubs cost? Like, let's say, as his own brand.
How much you want to fucking spend?
Well, it depends. I mean, because first of all, you're going to need like a driver, a 3-wood, say a hybrid.
Do they not sell them like in a bag somewhere? So I can just go buy a bag of clubs?
You could go and buy a bag of clubs for like 250 quid.
Oh, shit. All right.
The problem with that is, this is why I got custom fitting that for mine. So I've got clubs that are set up the right way for my swing. I've got the right shafts in them for my swing speed and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You just go buy random ones off the shelf. Yeah, you'll get away with hacking, but you start to get into it, you'll probably end up going...
See, I noticed that. Like, I figure it's still not quite got it right, but... My drive, I've got this weird thing when I pull back, when I come back, the club opens itself up. So before I
slice it.
Yeah, so before I hit it, I've got to pull my club handle slightly forward and then turn the head of the driver in so that when I come back down, it goes straight.
You wouldn't really want to be pulling the shaft forward on the driver because the trick with the driver is to be hitting up on the ball. You really want to be hitting more down on the ball when you've got your irons, etc. in your hands. That's where you want to be doing that.
Golf talk.
So...
But I know, because I was looking at them and I think I was price range. I'd be sometimes about 30 quid in a club because I don't play that often.
You could go up to Noah's Ark and get a fucking set of second-hand bats for a couple of £100, man.
Maybe next year when I'm playing more. I imagine as the colder weather comes in, I'll be playing less golf.
Remember, if you go places like the North Inch and that, you can obviously pay for your round and rent clubs while you're there.
All right, yeah.
So that's
well,
maybe
I'd probably start off doing that.
That's
but
a much better option.
I don't know if we'll be able to get in, but we should get a monkey sword fight golf day.
Yeah,
it's an expensive hobby. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And
so what would it cost for like just to go out and play?
Yeah, it depends where you want to play.
Let's say at the Inch.
Yeah, well, you play with me, it's only a tenner.
Oh,
let's book it in, boys.
Places like Murray's Hall and that, as a member. I think you guys playing with me would be about 15, maybe 20 quid.
Depends
not
when you
that
get
bad.
like the golf sites. Me and my mate got a game for like 13 quid up at Murray's Hall because it was off one of these websites.
All right.
Yeah, you go to
like,
teofftimes.
Like,
okay.
They punt them for cheaper if they're going.
Yeah.
The only problem is, Mike, it's getting into winter time. You'd have to spend an extended amount of time outside.
And the other thing, can I
God.
just say, with this time of year, it's all fine saying you've got a nice day and that, but it's actually how wet it is.
Yeah.
And without, decent shoes and all that kind of stuff, your feet will be fucking soaking.
Nah.
Mate,
Oh,
I
God.
play in a
I'll
pair
wait.
of five-a-side Astro trainers that I've just started using as my golf shoes.
My advice would be, if you're really
Wellies.
serious about doing it in the summer, go on at least a couple of times a month, just go and hit 50, 100 balls up at the range. And
Yeah, I want to
Good
do
way
that.
see
if I
if
can
you
get a
enjoy
stretch
it.
out, too.
I'm happy to go up with you anytime if you just want to go, so just give me a shout.
Hell yeah.
So the next exciting sports topic this week, Conor Khabib.
Yeah.
I think I just peed myself a little there. I'm
This
very
weekend,
excited.
yeah.
That's Saturday. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Where are you watching, Andy?
Probably be in the house, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not sure. I'm going to probably go to my bed and then get back up for about
Oh,
3
is it one of
o'clock.
those? Oh,
see. I've got.
Walkouts will be 5:30, 6 a.m.
Oh yeah, I've got this weeding to go to. So
weeding.
I'm hoping to not drink too much and then set an alarm. And I've got my BT app on my phone.
Can it be worse than the Bellator at the weekend, which was on Channel 5, Bellator 206? And because it was on Channel 5, the main event was delayed. So by the time the main event was on, it was 6 a.m. And UK regulations say that from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. you can't have anything that's rated as 15 or over on. So all these folk that were getting ready to watch Masasi and Rory McDonald go at it ended up getting the Peppa Pig.
Oh mate,
Oh, man,
Dude,
I'd be
that's how still
raging.
the most
Oh, dude,
most annoyed I've ever been was staying up for Conor Aldo in 2014. Was it? No, 2006.
2015.
2015. Up till 5 in the morning. It was minus 16 outside.
Yeah.
Went to my dad's house. Me and my brother sat watching it 3 hours for a 15-second fight,
Fucking hell.
and it took me 25 minutes to defrost my car to go home.
So wait, you said
Fury.
the BT app is not on pay-per-view?
No, BT.
Oh.
It's on BT Sports too.
Yeah,
Oh.
currently.
I'm in there. Yeah.
Currently, because it's up until the end of the year, isn't it? No, and then UFC moves to whatever it was. We talked about this before, didn't we?
Yeah, if any of the listeners out there aren't going to be watching their BT Sport 2 at the weekend, you want to give us your login details for your app so I don't hate to do a fucking minky stream. Just putting that out there, you
Just
know.
hook us up. Yeah, I got one of my pal, shout out Sean Moran, who gave me his login for his BT. So I'm going to set
So
an alarm.
John's at the wedding, I'll hate that.
Fuck off! No, that's what I'm saying. I'm watching in the hotel room. Saying that if my alarm doesn't go off, I'll just watch it on Facebook.
If I find that your alarm hasn't gone off and you slept in and no used that login, I'll be raging, mate.
Whether it's phone me, and if I don't answer, I'll text you the detail.
From your sleep.
I'll get chuffed to do
Just
it.
like Khabib will be sleeping.
What do you reckon? What do
Ow.
we think? I reckon Conor McGregor is balls deep in the ching these days because he looked hyper at that presser the other week.
Oh, it's just him fired up,
Thing
isn't
is,
it?
I
though?
don't know if it was nerves, but he didn't seem as like well thought and as sort of as he usually is.
I thought that at first when I watched it live, but obviously I've watched it a million times since then, and I watch a lot of stuff on him. A lot of the guys that do the body language breakdowns and all that kind of stuff as well. And I actually think it was a masterclass, man.
Uh-huh.
I think he is inside his head.
Do you reckon?
Honestly, dude, I've been watching the Weasel, Alpaca Thesaurus, all these guys on YouTube that do study the fights, do the breakdowns and that, because I'm big on my MMA, I'm well into it. I honestly think he's going to fucking smoke him, man.
Really?
I do, because it's not like against when he fought a guy called Edson Barboza, he pressured him constantly from the first minute, but he's predominantly a kicker, so you can't give him the space to kick. You press Conor McGregor like that, he's still going to be able to give you a smack with that
It's
left
not.
hand,
It's
mate.
that everyone who's fought him has said that his timing is just different.
movement.
It's just the when he hits you is not when you expect to be hit.
Yeah.
Was it not? It was.
It's the ones that get you, the ones you don't see coming.
It was it Frankie Edgar? It was the look on Frankie Edgar's face after the fight.
He's never fought Frankie Edgar.
No, who was it? It was not Frankie Edgar. It was
Eddie Alvarez?
Was that Eddie? The one in New York.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
Eddie
Eddie
Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Sorry, my apologies. But yeah, it was the look on Eddie Alvarez's face after the fight because McGregor won with a 3-strike combination, hit him with the left, the right, and then the left again. And Alvarez was just like, "What the
But
fuck?"
he made him avoid his game plan Eddie Alvarez is a wrestler. Eddie Alvarez is a tough fucking guy.
Oh yeah, definitely, no
a
joke.
fucking tough guy. But he made him abandon his game plan. Same as he did to Dustin Poirier. Same as he did to Jose Aldo. Same
Tell
as
you,
he's
man,
done
look,
to Dennis
as
Siegel.
well,
He's
as-
done it to
it was
them
the same
all,
when
mate.
it was when
Nate
Khabib.
Diaz was the only one that didn't get phased by it that first time.
It was the boy that Khabib fought last.
Oh, Ali
Iaquinta.
Aquinta.
And Iaquinta, to be fair, he got hounded. It was definitely Khabib's fight, but he showed that you could easy stuff Khabib down. And somebody with McGregor said if Khabib comes in to try and take him down and McGregor swings one of them lefts and bounces him right on that chin, you might not go down the first time, but there's only so many of them lefts that you're going to be able to take.
Well, it's whether he goes down or not. It's if he gets caught with one of them, suddenly the doubts start to creep in. It's like, am I going to be able to close the space to get the single leg here to take this guy down?
Yeah.
And remember, Khabib's super effective when your back is against the fence. He's not so good when his back is against the fence, and he can't really do takedowns in the middle of the octagon. So for McGregor, it's all about controlling the centre of that octagon. And
Yeah, man, I
forcing
get
him back.
nervous whenever I watch McGregor when he puts his hands down and just invites them to punch him in his face. I'm like, oh mate, stop this.
What are the odds looking like for this?
Well, at the moment, Nurmagomedov is the favourite. Conor McGregor is, I think he's about 6-4, just out for an outright win. But what you'll find is that moves on to the end of the week. People will dump more and more money on McGregor, which means you'll probably find him moving to the betting favourite. So what you want to do is now, if you want to bet on Conor McGregor, now's the time to do it. If you want to bet on Khabib, probably Friday night, Saturday, or as close to the fight as possible, because you think you'll find the odds will stem.
Thing is as well, how much do you reckon ring rust is going to come into effect?
I don't know. I mean, the guy's been training solidly for 2 years.
I mean, he had the fight with
Floyd Mayweather.
Mayweather.
Hey,
and
when was
like-
that? How long ago was that?
That was a year ago. That was August last year.
yeah.
Shit.
And I guess, look, Mayweather was always going to win that, but I think it showed that McGregor was no mug.
This is a 50-50 fight. I know I'm sitting here going, I believe that this is going to happen. If there's two bets I could give you a takeaway, like the last one with Dantel, I did
Andy
say,
Mack's hot tip.
mate, I called it 14-1. He was Woodley to submit him. This one, I think you want two bets. You want to bet on Conor McGregor or a KO, TKO finish, and you want to bet on Nurmagomedov for a submission finish.
I may go for that one.
Andy Mack's hot
I
tips.
also have this feeling that if it goes for Khabib, he's going to try and put McGregor in a Kimura, one of those fucking arm lock things. Do that to his left arm and rip the fucking thing right in the socket. Never punish anybody again.
You're right. You're right in the sense that I think
Seriously, man.
Gotta get on the pit nap now.
He's I think it's going to be personal for Khabib, and this is what McGregor does well. Like you say, he winds people up so that they're fucking raging.
How's he going to cope with the pressure, a fight of this magnitude? Look at the records as well. Khabib's beat fucking no really anybody, man.
Damn, that's something you're right as well. And McGregor, he lives in these fights, these massive
loves this
eyes
shit.
on them. Do you know what I mean? And like you say, like, and the thing is, it's always tough to tell. I think on a presser as well. It was the same when GSP was fighting. Was it Bisping? And like, if English isn't their first language, if English isn't their first language,
Get out of my
then
country.
they're never going to do well in a presser with a guy like McGregor.
No.
Even
No,
people
he's set up to fail at that press
Oh, yeah.
conference. Listen, Thursday's one will be a lot better. We've got open workouts, I think, is that tomorrow, and then Thursday they've got a presser which is open to the fans as well. And don't forget, fucking my man Tony Ferguson is fighting Anthony Pettis.
Oh, shit,
As
yeah.
the fight before the main
Showtime.
event.
Showtime.
What, man? Honestly, I love Tony Ferguson, man. He's a fucking boss, man.
is he the one that his knee popped off in a freak accident last year?
Aye, fucked his
Like
knee.
he tripped over some cables at a TV interview and like the ligaments like popped off of his knee.
That's because he's a fanny and he wears sunglasses indoors. Anybody that wears sunglasses indoors just deserves it, man. Do you know what I mean?
I wish I could pull that off. I don't think I could pull that off wearing sunglasses indoors.
But yeah, no, that's going to be another good one as well. But for me, guys, I honestly think
BT
he's
Sport won.
too good on the feet, too good with the hands. I genuinely think he can knock him out.
Yeah,
I
man.
do.
With
I
the
think he can
way
finish
that
him.
the way that Khabib comes in,
I'm not a fanboy. I just want to say that as
the
well.
way that Khabib comes in and is so relentless going forward. If you come forward at McGregor, who's got the reach and the accuracy, it could go bad.
Can he be pulling away from shots, sticking your chin away up in the air like Khabib does, man? You will get fucking iced, man. No doubt.
Shit.
So yeah, that's going to be good.
Nice. What else we got? Sports. I wanted to ask Andy Mack about Shoutout. Shaba Laszlo. He'll get fucked off. He got punted.
Shaba Laszlo?
Yeah, honestly, like, despite how bad I felt last week, like, through my weekend, and that was just fantastic until the football. And then when he got sacked, it was on Sunday morning, I think it was. Yeah, that cheered me right up. So, yeah, guy was... I said it weeks ago, didn't I? Mm-hmm. And the crowds are getting empty.
For those who don't know, it was the Dundee United manager finally parted ways with Andy Max.
Yeah, crowds are getting smaller and smaller every week. The team's no performing. I mean, you can't get fucking smoked 5-1 at home by your promotion rivals.
No.
And just all these deadwood players that are there he signed up on 2-year contracts. It's just, I can't see us getting out this mess this season.
It takes a while.
I mean, this is our, 4th year down?
Good news in football. Rangers got beat the weekend. Won the Livy.
And they need for pelting linesmen with coins, so I was disappointed to see that.
It's fucking... And the thing is as well, man, what got me... It was the standard Scottish media. So Rangers fan pelts a coin at a linesman, bursts his head open. But all I could see on the internet was the fact that Scott Brown stole a note off of a fucking Aberdeen player from the so the manager passed a note to one of his players to give him on pitch directions, and Scott Brown nicked it off him. And that was all that I could see in the fucking...
Scott Brown's a dick.
Brilliant. Bro, I was watching it. I was absolutely right. He said, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "Scott Brown's mugging him off, look." And then he took it and then gave it to Brendan Rodgers as well. So he gave it to the manager.
Look at this coach.
Yeah.
What the fuck's Brendan Rodgers going to do with it?
He just fucking chucked it anyway. He's no bothered. It's Derek McKinnon's going to do. But are you happy with that then, Andy? Aye.
Yeah, happy with that. With that.
So, Andy Mac, how's the Cherries doing, mate?
The Cherries won. They won. They beat somebody recently.
Crystal Palace.
Yes, they beat Crystal
2-1.
Palace. Yeah, there you go.
85th minute penalty.
Yeah,
cheeky.
Dirty bastards.
The Celtic scored by
did you have some money on that, did you?
No.
Celtic won with a cheeky wee back heel in the scrappiest game I've ever seen. And then that bastard, Madden, that referee.
Oh,
Bobby Madden apparently used to have a season ticket at Ibrox. Honestly, man, I've never seen, like, you try not to be paranoid, but I've never seen a referee.
Oh, don't be one of those guys.
More one-sided than my entire life. The boy about drop-kicked Edouard, and then Edouard almost got booked for taking too long getting off the pitch. Bollocks to it. Anyway, should we jump into it?
Wait, hold on. One more thing. I mean, about these rape allegations against Ronaldo. Have you heard about this?
Yeah. I've not read a lot of it.
Which is weird, considering he is top 2, maybe even the most famous football in the world. And I just don't think that it's been given enough... not because he deserves it, but just because it's him. You would think that it would be totally wall-to-wall coverage.
Apparently, was it not like he paid off the lassie in the past?
Yeah.
So I've not read it because I've not actually seen it on any like reputable news sites.
It's every place now. Yeah, but still not as widely, shown as I thought it was going to be. But he basically was in Vegas, met a girl in a club. They went back to his place, and there was a bunch of people there. And he basically just forced himself on her. Then was apologizing, and then ended up paying her around $375,000. And they made us sign an NDA.
See, we talked about that before, man. If there's been payment made and there's been an NDA signed, that reeks of.
I said that before the last one. I never like these. We'll just pay you the 300 grand hush money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on the flip side, you look at Ronaldo and you think to yourself, I'm not saying he has raped anyone, he hasn't. You would almost kind of think, well, he's Ronaldo. He could probably have any bird he wants. Why would he need to rape somebody?
That's the thing. That's the
crazy thing about it, isn't it?
It's the thing with it's the same with the fucking Harvey Weinstein. But
he's up fat, ugly.
But the thing is as well.
Man. We're talking cheesy.
But the thing is, when you look at it, like all the people who have been caught and have been accused and have been charged with it before, like say they get bored of the fact they can have everyone, so it becomes a power thing, and then they just assume they can do what they want.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
On this sort of like topic, I was reading a thread on Twitter the other day, and it made me. I never thought of this before, and it was a female journalist or writer said, "Girls, what would you do if all men had a 9 p.m. curfew?" And then it was all these women replying saying that I'd go for a run at night. I would walk without having to have my keys between my knuckles.
Yeah.
And it was just something I never really thought about.
That's crazy.
You wouldn't think any of the three of us, we would quite happily walk out of Mike's house just now. I'm going to walk home after this. And to get it shorter, I cut through the the wee industrialist.
Well, yeah, where there's no lights
where
or
there's
anything.
no
Yeah.
lights and there's nobody about. And I didn't think twice about it. But if Chuff was to do that same thing, I'd go
Yeah.
fucking mental.
That's terrible.
So I never ever thought. I
We're
never
the
ever.
worst.
I never
We're
took
horrible.
that for granted. I never ever took that for granted, and it just made me think. That's fucked up.
I know that's pretty depressing.
Like it's the same. Like if I had like a female friend over, and she was to walk home by herself, I'd be like, look, I'll give you a lift or I'll walk you home. Whereas one of
Yeah.
you guys came around, his get the fuck out, you be alright.
Mike, it's time to go. Get
Do you
out
know
of
what I
here.
mean? I'd never ever consider that to be an issue, but then it just took me by surprise. Quite an interesting read.
So wait, what you guys were saying about the money being paid, and you said that was weird. In what way was that weird?
I feel like if you've got nothing to hide, then
What do you need to pay her money for?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We said this before.
yeah, and look, and I get it as well. It might be easier for it just to go away,
Yes.
but at the same time, I think you'd be better to go out there and provide the facts and evidence as to why you're not, rather than say, look, here's money, don't talk about this.
That's what Kevin Hart did. Yeah, Kevin Hart was kind of like, I'm not paying this person any money.
Yeah, when the pregnancy thing is like,
Yeah.
nah, fuck, I'd rather take the
He
rap.
goes, nah, I cheated. I'm not paying her anything.
Yeah, but it was like you say, Andy, and I'm not trying to say I like to try and say that I'd always believe, well, not believe the victim, but like not lessen anyone's allegations or accusations, because if it did happen, then that's fucking horrible for a lassie, regardless of who it was that perpetrated the offence. But yeah, like you said before, I don't like the fact that if he's paid money, that's
Well, this is you kind of touched on it, and then you skirted away with something else. But what I thought was interesting is, you know, your idea of paying the money just to suppress it, even though you know it's not true, because you know that allegations tend to stick.
Yep.
And innocent till proven guilty
Something
isn't
like this.
really how it
yeah.
works these days.
trial
and-
by
and the way
Twitter
it
these
is.
days. Yeah, we've talked about that as well. Yeah.
So yeah, you can maybe understand why I always just think it's a bit suspect. I just say, well, if you think I've raped you, fucking take me to court, fucking prove it.
Yeah,
'Cause I
exactly.
did not fucking rape you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but with something like that, like if you're in that position and you're him, like I don't understand why you would pay her $375,000. I'd be like, hey, look, why don't you take this $4 million and never see me again?
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, even if you didn't do it or you did do it, like I want this to go away, and I'm not going to pay $375,000 for it. His be Ronaldo.
His problem here is apparently he's broken some clause within the agreement.
Because he didn't read a letter or something like that.
So he's broken something. But when I initially read it, I thought, oh, she's probably coming out with this now because she spent the $300,000.
Yeah.
Call me cynical.
Yeah.
Say what you
I
fucking
thought
want
that
about me,
too.
but that was what I thought first of all. When I thought it, I went, oh, she's coming out with this now.
But she'll have to pay it back, I think. Or they'll ask for it back. His team will ask for it back.
I'm not sure how all the legalities work surrounding that, but
Because if there was, even if he invalidated that NDA, it's not just a $375 gift. You know what I mean? They're not just kind of like, here you
fair
go.
point.
I mean, they would need to do something. He would have recourse for that, but he may end up in jail
we'll
over that.
find out over the coming weeks. Well, he's fucking lucky he's not already in jail for all the tax that he's been dodging.
Ah,
as well,
yeah.
recently. Anyway, dirty bastard. Pay your
No,
tax,
that's just, but again,
Ronaldo.
it's like so. One of those ones we can't comment other than our opinions, because we don't. The only people who know what happened are them two.
Yeah, but then it could be quite easy. I mean, how many times have you gone out and you've been out, you've gone back with a lassie or whatever, and for all you know, she could have got up in the morning, left, gone to the cops and said, "Oh, he raped me last night," and you've got to fucking defend that, and you're sitting there going, "Well, wait a minute, this was totally consensual."
Oh, definitely, for real, 100%. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Who
like,
knows, man?
We
That's
can't. All we can give is an
speculation, innit?
opinion, yeah. But like I say,
Scary shit.
I'm with you on the fact that if it was me, I'd be like, well, prove it then. Like I know I didn't, eh? So prove
I
it.
always-
It's scary shit. I just said scary shit. It's scary shit on both ends.
Yeah.
That could happen. That you get people that do lie about it, but also just about what you were saying about the tweets about how if there was a curfew for men, women would be fucking dancing around the streets.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
it's shameful to think that like that's what
I read
it is.
I read it to Chuff, and she was like, "I'd go for walks through the woods at night." Do you know what I mean? Or I'd go running by myself
Yeah.
when the street lights were on. Do you know what I mean? And it never ever occurred to me that wasn't. I just do those things.
If you got rid of men between the ages of 18 and 35,
Yeah.
there'd be no crime. There'd be no crime.
There's another bit that Joe Rogan
Violent crime.
There's another bit that Joe Rogan touches on about that in his new special, and it's very funny. So I'll recommend that.
I just want to say I'm not like a man hater. I'm just saying that as
I
a
love how
joke.
we're just giving a bit of analysis.
Yeah, analysis.
I fucking please don't use that expression in front of me. I hate all that stuff. Mansplaining, analysis. What a load of fucking nonsense.
Hilarious. But by the way,
Nonsense. I'm not having it.
Danny's wife has on her Instagram. She posted a picture of his son, kind of like sitting in a chair, legs spread open. He had like a can of I was gonna say cider. He had a can of seltzer, and I texted Danny. I was like, "That's man spreading. You can't have your legs open like that. Women find it disrespectful."
No, be funny, man. Right? That woman who's cut about pouring bleach. Look, see if I'm spraying it and I'm taking too much space on a bus or a train or any mode of transport, and I'm encroaching on your space. Please say to me,
just say,
and I'll
"Excuse
move."
me.
But if anyone comes up to me and tries to pour bleach in my crotch, man, woman, or child, and I said this on Facebook, you're getting wrapped in the jaw. Like, I'm not fucking around. You try and pour anything on my balls, and you're getting punched right in your mouth.
I know people are applauding that. I was like, "Nah, that's not what you want to applaud."
I would
That's
almost
not
say
it.
it isn't bra, Mike.
It's not, bro. But you know what is, bro? We're gonna find out.
Braw or Naw. Braw or Naw. Braw or Naw.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're doing well tonight with the segues. But wait, so on the tail end of sports a bit, we kind of finished off with sports there. One of the Braw or Naws that I added in there is referring to your team as we. Braw or Naw.
Bra.
Bro.
Bro, really, bro.
Yeah, man. Nah.
Yeah, man.
It's
Football is tribal in this country.
Yeah, it is.
I'm asking the wrong people in the wrong country.
It's exactly right. Like it's we and them.
Get on the Facebook
Us
here.
against them.
Us against them.
If you aren't feeling well, we don't have to light it up.
No, get it on, get it going. We've also got. I put it up really early this morning, so we've got loads of stuff.
You
coming
did,
today.
yeah. Good job with that.
Loads of stuff in.
time are we
Oh, can I
rolling?
give a wee shout out actually to somebody I bumped into in the pub on Saturday night?
Yeah.
Our good friend of the show, Brandon.
Oh, Mundo.
Mr. Mundo. Yeah, he was loving life on Saturday night, as was I.
Was he fleeing?
Yeah, well, he wasn't fleeing or that, but we were just having a few beers.
We're
and
just
that. It was a good
maybe
bit of
looking
banter,
for
so-
a special collab with the old Badlands boys coming soon.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was talking to me about that, so I wasn't going to say anything live on the show. But
No, it's
but,
all will be revealed. But
he was quite excited, as was I. So,
yeah, I'm
I was
looking forward to that shit. Anyway, so yeah, referring to your team as we, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, and like Andy says, it is, and like unless you have a team, because like even Chuff doesn't get it. She's like, I just don't. And she's like, said to me, I would love to be as passionate about something as football fans are.
Yeah.
But I just don't get it. But I've been brought up with it. Do you know what I mean? It's been we.
Yeah,
That's
we
my
are,
team.
yeah.
That's our team. That's
Ingrained in you.
it is, man.
You don't know any better.
I'll try not.
I'm gonna say bro with that one anyway.
Yeah, I'm on bro.
I can't stop doing it. I did it for a while, and then I heard on a podcast that I listened to quite a bit. He was like, "Don't do that. There are bigger things in life. You don't want to say we. You don't want to spend your Sundays talking about American football. You know, living and dying with your team." And I was like, "All right, I won't say we anymore." But then the Giants got their ass going. We got our asses kicked last weekend.
Man,
It's
don't, man,
terrible.
that's the Jets going 1-4. Although the Dolphins got an absolute spanking off the Patriots.
I expected that. I should put money on that.
But
I
the thing
knew
is,
Pats would do
the
that.
Dolphins were 3-0 and playing really well. And
Yeah,
then,
they didn't really play anybody though. I had a weird
but yeah, no.
season so far.
Referring to your sports team as we, that goes right into the Brawl of Fame.
The Brawl of Fame.
The Brawl of Fame.
yes.
Love it.
We should get like a trophy sound, like dun, 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 every time we do that.
Ooh, that's a good idea, Mike.
Yeah, there you go.
And
And like a little
loves
rubbish
that
sound,
sound.
like a wee crumpled up bit of paper. Like,
Right, what's the next one we got here? Is Lager Tops.
Lager Tops. So I'll tell you how this one came about. We were in work, and a couple of guys were going to go up to the Cherry Bank because they're one of the only places that have Bud Light on tap. So everyone, all you guys,
so don't go there first.
all you guys get on me for drinking Bud Light, and which is cool. I understand how weak of a beer it is, but then DVO was kind of like, "Oh yeah, I'm driving, so maybe I'll have a Bud Light Lager Tops, something like that." And I was like, "Bro, you can't do that. You can't put anything in
Can't
Bud Light."
make a
Light
Bud
enough,
Light.
David.
Okay.
Yeah, so Lager Tops, not Bud Light, just any beer, Braw or Naw.
Saying that right, I went on holiday a few years ago, and it wasn't like a mad one. We had the kids and that. We were friends, but we'd have a few drinks every night. So we'd go up to the same cafe every morning for our hangover breakfast, and we started getting lager topped with Fanta lemon. I shit you not, man. That's the boss. So yeah, I don't mind the wee lager tops, especially if like you're away somewhere. It's like the day after a stag do.
Okay, no, don't set it up. Don't set it up. We're in Scotland. Lager Tops, Braw or Naw.
Okay, if you're on a night out, no.
No. All right. No,
Just full stop,
anytime.
man. Full stop. I think you've already put that as a brought for yourself, to be honest.
Fuck.
Yeah, you did. No, everyone's like, oh, when people talk about drinks, they're like, "Oh yeah, what about a pina colada?" No, I don't like pina colada. Oh, what if you're on the beach and it's nice? I was like, yeah, well, you could give me a fucking glass of oil. I'll drink it on the beach. It'll be nice. But you know what I mean? Don't put it like that. Don't set it up that way. I'm gonna say no. Don't put anything in my beer. Don't put anything in my beer.
If I wanted a lemonade, I would have ordered a lemonade, right?
Exactly.
I'm wanting a lager. The only thing that should be going in my fucking lager is a cider on top of it.
A cider.
Yeah, if you want to be making like wee snake bite sort of.
Okay, I've never
so,
had that actually.
We used to do it with
Snake
blackcurrant
bite.
back in the day, but
Snake bite.
yeah,
Oh,
that was all
diesel.
But no, lager tops. Lager tops is for fucking pussies, man. Get that in the bin.
That's hilarious.
So as I was a bra, Mike says that goes into this a nobbin.
I'm a no.
I feel like I was like strong armed. I feel like I had an argument for it, but whatever.
Yeah, you can drink that shit if you want.
So that's a nobbin. Next one, using coupons as vouchers
Vouchers. Yeah.
on dates.
An American put this list together.
On a date.
On a date, right? See, it depends, right? See, we're talking first date.
Yes.
No. But if we're talking like long term, we're going out for dinner.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be against. But I feel like
What's the point? When do we go? Okay, we're acceptable to use coupons.
probably once you. I don't know if there's a time limit on it. Is it like when we had before, like 3 meaningful conversations before you can add someone on
Yes,
Facebook?
I want hard and fast rules.
Once you've had some hard and fast. What?
Hi-oh.
I reckon
Felt
when
bag.
you're living together, do you know what I mean, and you're like a long term couple, and you're going out on the regular, do you know what I
Okay.
mean? I think that's probably acceptable.
I think at least 3 or 4 dates. Like she needs to be like coming down to yours just to hang out on a fucking Tuesday night kind of thing.
Ah,
Do
yeah.
you know
Once,
what I mean? Before you're
yeah,
like,
once you're actually dates are more of a thing, because like when you're first seeing somebody, obviously you're going out all the time, and then once it becomes like a regular thing, and you're just hanging out, and then dates become like, oh, should we do this?
Okay.
Could you imagine her face on the first date if you turned around and said, "All right, love, I've got a 2-for-1 at the Toby Carver." Free Pepsi refills. Go fucking wild for your head.
Get yourself a large.
Then come back to my house with a booby cover in. Hi-oh. Don't cut it,
come on
please.
now,
Don't cut
boys.
it. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
shit.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
And this
that.
is why we have guests. This is why, so we don't.
All right. So coupons on date or vouchers on dates?
No.
No.
Nah, I don't think you can get
I'm
away
gonna
with
go
I
that.
think as well,
Nah.
like if
It's
you're
a
calling
no
it a
then.
date, it sounds like that's where you go on at the start of a relationship.
Yeah.
When you're together, it's just going out.
Okay.
So I think a date is when you're courting. So nah.
Okay,
Then
cool.
it will look like a cheap cunt. No.
No. What's next?
We've done wearing shoes in the house, have we? No.
Okay,
We've done
remember
that
that.
before.
On the Facebook,
What
I've
have we got?
Andy Henderson's got one here. Florence and the Machine. He's got the Matrix and then Florence and the Machine. So I don't know if you-
I think we do them separately.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll do the Matrix first.
Still doing, Andy.
Sorry, Mike. Matrix first. That's an easy bra for me.
Bro, I see the second and the third film, not so much. The second film's got that car chase with the dreadlocked, weird, ghosty guys.
Don't even think I've seen the third one.
That's
think I've seen
sorry,
the second
one.
Right, for the first thing, man. That's one of my top 5 films of all time. That's a fucking
Game changer,
belter.
man, when that came
Still
out.
stands up as well. It still looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I might go watch that later. Bro, aye, fucking bro.
Yeah, I'll say bro for the major. I've only seen the first one, but
Yeah,
I'll,
don't worry about watching the other 2. The first thing's fucking dope though.
He's also got Florence and the Machine. Not my cup of tea, but I'm going to say bra just because I don't have a reason to dislike them at this exact moment.
There's a couple of decent tunes. I couldn't listen to a full album, but there's at least 1 or 2 songs of each album she's done that I've enjoyed.
Yeah, I'll say bro for
I'll
them
say
too.
bro.
Yeah, not bad from what I've heard. I don't never listened to an album, but from what I've heard, I liked.
I like this pace tonight, boys. We've got a lot to get through.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Rapid
Mitch,
fire.
our good friend of the show, Mitch Hunter. Shout
Well,
out to
well,
Mitch.
oh, he's
who's
got a
away
good
on
one.
holiday at the moment.
Seen that, man?
yeah, saw
Enjoy
that too.
yourself.
And also happy birthday to his Mrs. Emma as well. It's her birthday today, I think.
Also, is it not this
Birthday, Emma.
weekend that the new nightclub opens?
I believe so.
I believe so.
posted it
Bank
on the
nightclub.
page.
Yep.
He's got a good one here. Budgie Smugglers. Swimming trunks. Have we talked about that?
I don't know if we have. So we just got a wave from Reevy. Wagwan Reevy.
I'll take this one quickly on then. Swimming trunks are a no-no.
No.
I think swimming trunks are only allowed if you're under 9.
Ah, yeah. We
Yeah.
talked about this before as well, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I think only if you're under 9 or if you are a millionaire and you can be described as swarthy.
Or
then I
you're
think you
Ric
can pull
Flair.
them off. Yeah. Yeah, if you're in a WWE, yeah.
He's got welfare rolls here, but I know we did that weeks and weeks and weeks ago. But
Did
then
we?
he's got, I'm positive we did. We're
My
talking
old
about
man
potatoes
loves a
and that.
welfire roll.
I see, I don't know.
No, it's burnt. That's what it is. It's
It's
burnt.
burnt bread, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a burnt roll.
Fuck that. I'm not eating that shit.
$3,
Nah,
right?
fuck off. Put it in the bin.
His next one was KFC Perth. Now, I've got strong feelings about KFC Perth.
Okay, what's
I
up?
don't know what they've got working in there. But honestly, if you go to that drive-through, you could be sat there for about fucking 25 minutes.
What are you ordering? They don't even have anything.
Bro, all I want is a 3-piece crispy chicken strips meal with a couple of dips, man. That's all I'm after. And they've got you waiting for fucking ages, man. And never get it delivered because it's always absolutely freezing. No.
Kentucky Fried Cunts.
KFC in Perth is an absolute shambles. Sort it the fuck out, man. Honestly.
No.
We got Gary and PJ on the check-in. Hello, everybody.
Wagwan Gary, Wagwan PG.
I'm gonna say no because they don't have any of the shit that they do have at like the regular KFC. Like, I just wanted to get a couple of hot wings, and you can buy hot wings there, but they're still in twos. It's like you buy hot wings by the dozen.
Tell
Like,
you,
what
man,
are you
just
doing?
get-
And then when you ask for more than like, I was like, let me get 12. They're like, oh shit, we got a big order here.
You're the
we
guy
got a big
that's causing
order.
all the queues at the drive-through, mate. I'm
Tell you
telling
what,
you.
Mike, just get down to Asda and they sell the breaded hot wings round there now.
Yeah, but yeah, I want the KFC ones. They're good.
Get up yourself.
But nah, I'm saying no, especially Perth. No, KFC in general is on the way down.
KFC generally is abroad, but KFC in Perth is just run by idiots. So it's a no.
Gary says KFC sucks. It's always cold.
It was the same with the
Yes,
one. It
it's
was
the
actually
same
up until recently the McDonald's up at Broxden. That was just, it was purely populated by fucking nuggets, not the edible ones. That's a no. Then KFC Perth is a no.
In the no
What we
No,
got
but-
next? Billy Morrison just says Perth city centre as a whole. No.
I love when people just give us something and they're just like, I'm annoyed at this, so I'm going to say it.
Fuck this.
Yeah, I noticed this earlier. When everybody puts their Braw or Naws in, nobody puts in stuff that they think is Braw. It's always negative. They always put in stuff that they
Social
think is
media
Naw.
is so negative
It's
these days,
really
isn't
funny
it?
looking at that. Perth city centre as a whole, guys. Braw or Naw?
I want to say bra. I mean, no. But actually, we talked about this before. No, it's just.
getting
I talked about this. It's what it is. It's
getting there.
fucking all it is Ladbrokes, opticians, and mobile phone shops.
And Costa.
And Costa.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
it's
going to
a
go
no
no. I'm saying no.
Right. Next one. Shout out Hot Rod, Roddy Bader.
Roddy.
Yankee Candles.
Ooh,
Roddy says
this is a good one.
It's a large waste of money and non-recyclable glass. Not from
Well,
me.
then that's a
Wait,
no
time out.
from me.
What's non-recyclable glass? I don't get that.
Glass can't recycle.
No. I don't know if I even want to continue with this, but no. But why is it non-recyclable? Is it because of its
It's made from
wax and
thickness, or-
refugee tears.
Okay, well, you guys tell us your Braw or Naw and I'll find out.
You want to take this one first, Jordan?
Is this the next one on the list?
No.
All right. I'm not a big candle guy, and especially when you see folks spending $35 on a candle, and I love it when there was one there's that perfume maker, the big one, Joe Malone, and then apparently Aldi started selling candles that smelled the exact same, but for like a tenth of the price.
Oh, I know those candles are
The
good.
pomegranate one. So I remember
Yeah.
we went in Aldi, we bought like 4 of them, and I was like, I like a candle, but in no way, shape, or form am I wanting to spend in excess of 20 quid on many things. Never mind a fucking candle.
It's ridiculous.
So it's a no from me, Hot Rod.
Just going to say a couple of things. You can recycle them. So they can be recycled. So sorry to shoot that one down, Rory. But what Yankee Candle on their actual website don't advise doing is refilling it. So don't try.
I actually have one I am refilling
No,
right now.
Don't do that because obviously the heat weakens the glass the more you use it.
it'll break.
So eventually it'll just shatter into a load of bits. So don't do that. But you can recycle them. So
Okay. What do you think, though?
They're
PJs.
awfully expensive. Yankee
are.
Candles is a no. I like candles, but they're just overpriced, man.
Yankee can't. I was in Boots this a couple of days ago. Boots. And they had like a whole wall behind the register just filled with those Yankee candles and some different type of super expensive candle. I like the way they smell. They're really, really nice. But they had like a box of them of like 5 different ones for like, it was like 60 pounds. I was like, who the fuck is paying 60 pounds for
Who's
candles?
£60 candle money?
I I certainly don't.
Nah, me
So-
fucking either.
Candles, the way I think about it, I'm just thinking you'd be as well just setting fire to your money, but it's just a really slow way of burning your money.
Oh yeah, it is. Candles are terrible, really, when you think about it.
Fuck Yankee Candles. That's
Fuck you.
enough
Yeah.
for me.
On the shit list. Fuck you too, J. Cole.
Yeah, I'm going Naw. That's in the Naw bin. Yeah, I was gonna go Braw with that, but fuck it.
Next one on the list.
Is friend of the show, Holly Irvin.
Hey, she just checked in on the Facebook as well. What's up, Holly?
She says Cheerios.
I like Cheerios.
Normal Cheerios? Normal Cheerios are Naw for me.
She didn't specify that it had to be
Okay.
honey nut or anything.
No.
so-
I like a normal Cheerio. Nah. I'm all right with that.
I need some sugar on that shit. You ever have frosted Cheerios?
Yeah.
Frosted Cheerios.
Did they do any cereal in America that isn't frosted?
No, it's illegal to sell without coated in sugar. No,
It's FDA approved, son.
yeah,
I'll go Braw on the Cheerios.
I'm gonna say no, not normal Cheerios. No.
I'll say bra for the Cheerios. I like
Yeah?
Cheerios, yeah.
Actually, I was going to say something disgusting.
What were you going to say there?
You're leaving them in milk, you've just got a soggy hoop.
Oh, lovely. Right,
There's a cream for that, Tighten that up.
next on our boy Stosh. Shout out to Stosh.
What got Stosh?
Right, it's a good one. This right, I'll have to read this to you. Lightweight gym trainers. I was a Naw until I had to replace my faithful old Asics. Picked up a pair of lightweight Skechers because they were cheap, and it's like walking on air. A huge difference I would never have expected.
Oh my goodness,
Mate,
you old man.
I'm rocking my gym shoes I got out of fucking Primark, and I got them a year ago, and they're still going strong. And they are the comfiest shit I've ever worked out in. So I'm going to go Braw on the old lightweights.
Lightweights.
Could you class Nike Air Max as lightweight gym trainers?
95s.
Yeah.
95s are light as shit. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Air Max?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bra from me. then.
Braw.
I bought.
thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Braw too. I bought a pair of Reeboks, like running shoes that are super light. Oh man, they're crazy. I wear them everywhere.
Okay, well, that's a big bra. He's also got one more. He says, not wishing anything bad upon me, but he says, how bra was grumpy, ill Andy last week? And I'm going to have to say no.
No, you didn't like it.
No, I don't like it. I don't like being sick, man.
People love Andy Mac.
Don't like being sick. So.
We've got one final one coming from Ralph Rogowski
Ralphie Rogs.
on one of the live videos, and that was Subway, the Peace Shop, no the train.
The Peace Shop.
Peace Shop. I've got nothing against a Subway, but if I'm going for a sandwich in Perth City Centre, man, I'm going up Delicious.
Yeah.
So if I've got the option, so if we're going just as a place, I'll say Braw. I don't mind a Subway.
Yeah.
Andy Mac?
Yeah, I used to like it, just I don't like it anymore. Just, I don't know, I think it's just overpriced, man. It's just shite, innit? I could go Asda's and get,
Yeah.
A wee triple wrap.
I could get about 3 times as much stuff.
And put
the
the
same
shit together
price,
yourself
yeah.
and make sandwiches for weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I used to like Subway a lot. My daughters kind of put me off it because they go there and they order a ham and cheese, and it's like, I can make you a goddamn ham and cheese at home. Why are you gonna go to Subway and spend £5 on a ham and cheese sandwich?
Yeah.
My point
Because I'm
exactly.
cheap. It's a no.
That's fair. You got any more Braw or Naws?
Not
Is there any more on the list, or was
I
that
think
it?
that's about it.
All right.
Well, how about this? We're rolling on with the time. What time are we at, Andy Mac?
hour 23.
Hour 23. Okay, well, how about we roll
This
into...
is clicking today. I like
Yeah.
this.
Well, how about this week we go into our newest feature?
Oh, God.
We don't have to if you don't
No,
want.
you're all right. Let's get it out of the
People
way.
love it. Agony Andy.
Oh, this is frozen. Oh.
So we were submitted this by a listener.
All right.
We'll keep it...
I don't know.
keep
don't
her
know who
name.
these-
Keep it anonymous.
These mad folk
Keep her name
are
off
sending this stuff in, but good on you.
Here we go. This is if you want to make a note of when the nice piano music should come in.
At the snort.
Dear Andy, I love your show and I've been listening since your first podcast. Keep up the good work. I value your opinions and I hope you can help me with a problem. Last winter, I was out with my partner of 7 years having a few drinks when a drunk guy started talking to her right in front of me. Sad face.
He's reading the emojis.
It was harmless at first, but it quickly got out of hand and escalated into a fight. I got beaten up pretty bad, and all I could hear was my girlfriend gasping as the punches and kicks rained down on me. A few days after I got out of hospital, my girlfriend signed up for MMA classes and is taking it very seriously. She's also been working out and put on a ton of muscle. However, I feel like since I got beaten up, she doesn't see me as a man, often says I can't protect her, and the few times we do have sex, she tries to dominate me by pinning my arms back.
That's what you want, mate. What are you fucking writing in for?
She's very strong, and I'm still recovering. She often gets quite confrontational when we argue. I think I'm afraid of her, What can I do to be seen as a man in her eyes again?
So let me get this right. He got beat up by some geezer that started speaking to his bird at the bar.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Sounds very. Is it demasculating?
Demasculating.
Demasculating. Is that the word?
Emasculating.
Emasculating. Yeah.
What's concerning me here is why I know she's saying that she's going to MMA classes to defend herself. Why isn't he going as well? Why are you not going, mate?
With your girl, right?
See, there's the opportunity, be doing something nice with your girlfriend. No wonder she doesn't respect you. No wonder she's pure dominating you in the bedroom, man. You sound like an absolute wimp. Get it together, son. I don't know what to say to that other than really it's just a case of, if your bird's beating you up.
Maybe he does need to go to those classes with her.
I think this is going to be the first Agony Andy where I'm going to say, I think you want to stick with this one, bro. I think you want to stick with her. She's a keeper because I think if you try to leave her, she's just going to choke you out.
Get you not forget your Bobby in a Kimura locker.
Exactly. So here, that might be all right. You never know. So try that sometime.
I was gonna ask because he says at the end, what can I do to be seen as a man or eyes again? If he goes to MMA classes with her,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he should.
That's my recycling bin that you just threw that in, by the way.
You can recycle tissues.
Sorry.
Just cut me off there, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're all right. No, I think you should stick with this one. But I think this is going to have to be a case of, you're going to need to go and roll with her a bit on the mat. I think that's a good idea. That might bring you closer together.
Hubba.
And then they could be cuddling on the couch night at night, watching a nice movie, practicing arm bars and fucking leg locks on one another. I think this is the chance to really seal the deal on this relationship.
Give each other ringworm on the couch. That'd be great.
Telling this guy just to step up.
I think this guy, step up. Absolutely step up.
Sucking on our cauliflower ears.
Oh, you filth monkey.
Yeah, go for it, bro. Carpe diem, seize the day. Get yourself down to MMA classes. Give Paul Parrick a shout.
Oh, yeah, good.
He'll get you down to some judo. Get you sorted out by a gi and that. And
A gi.
Take the missus home for a good wrestle.
A gi and a set of balls.
Good sweat, a good sweat.
Yeah, I think these two should stick together. Definitely.
Thanks, listener. Hope that helped. What else we got? We want to.
What are we watching?
What are we watching?
What have you been watching or listening to this week?
Who's leading? Oh, who's booting off?
I boot off.
You boot off.
I'll boot off.
You boot.
Watched, like I said, watched Joe Rogan's latest special, Strange Times. Very funny. Listened to Wheezy's new album, The Carter 5. I think, like we said about Drake's album, it's about 6 or 7 tracks too long.
Yeah, what's with people doing
Like,
this?
it's, some couple of really good tracks on there. One springs from an Uproar that he's got with, who's on that again?
Swiss Beats is in
Is
the
it Swiss
beginning.
Beats?
Yeah.
That's really enjoyed that one. That's one I've been sort of banging in the car very loud.
Yeah.
Because when it's loud, it's hard.
It's hard.
Hard. What else? I feel like I did something. I can't remember what it is. I should really start writing this shit down.
Well, you want to give the we can go around the table on the Wheezy album.
Yeah,
Did
Wheezy
you hear the
has-
whole thing, Andy?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh,
I'll give it.
shock.
I'll give it a 6.
6, okay.
Probably would have been stronger if it wasn't so damn long because I tapered off towards the end. I don't think I actually
too.
finished it because I was just like, this is too much. But I did enjoy it. But yeah, definitely not. I preferred the Carter 4.
I like the Carter 3. I'm a big Carter 3 fan.
I would say that was the best one of the 5.
Yeah.
Carter 3.
A lot of people don't think that. Like, I was reading as this came out, and they were like, oh, that one's not the best one. I was like, really?
It was like 2008.
Is that the one where he's just standing in front of it's like a car, he's shirtless on the car? Well, he's shirtless in all of them, but like...
No, I don't think it was that one.
Is that the one with Mrs. Officer on it? That's the one I like.
No, it's the one where he's like a little baby.
Oh, no, I
with
like the next
suit
one.
and
I
that
like 4. I like 4.
4. Yeah, it was 3 that I liked. That was 2008. That one came out. 3.
I also been watching that Jack Whitehall show on Netflix, Travels with My Father, the second season. First season they went around Asia, him and his dad's like an older, sort of well-to-do, well-spoken guy, and Jack Whitehall is obviously Jack Whitehall, but 3 episodes into the second season and it is very fucking funny. Like, they're just, the way they bounce off each other is amazing. So like, if you're just wanting some background noise or just something to kill half an hour, bang on an episode of that and you'll really enjoy yourself. Other than that, again, I spent a lot of time this week listening to the latest Arctic Monkeys album, and the more I listen to it, the more I'm convinced that I think it's one of my favourite albums of theirs.
You loved it. You've gone like 180 on that.
Yeah, I have.
haven't
Like
you?
I said, it took me a long time to listen to it, but it's such a well constructed album, and it's not like the other ones would have been instantaneous, but this one has grown on me big time. So, Tranquility Base, Hotel and Casino,
Okay.
Bash. Andy Mac, what about yourself?
Well, I was just going to say, Mike, the Carter that you liked is the one where he's on the front on the car.
Yeah.
That's Carter 2.
That's 2. That's not it then.
That's not it.
It's the one with Mrs. Officer on it. Hold on, I'll find it.
I think that's number 4. That's another one where he's a kid on the front. What have I been watching? Listening to this week? Not a lot, to be honest. I've been just really busy. I've been out doing a lot of stuff. We had a Bart Wright's birthday at the Clearwater, now known as Icebreaker Studios. So there was 20, 30 musicians all down there from 12 at night till 5 in the morning recording and all that kind of shit.
That sounds like it would have been a very laid back affair.
It was 100 miles an hour affair, that one. I was busy,
Decent
busy
music
going.
coming out of it.
Yeah, it was really good. So I was just helping another engineer who was there sort of just keep everything ticking along from the control room out and that. So yeah, that was good. Other than that, honestly, boys, all I've watched this week is fuck tons of MMA breakdowns.
Getting ready for the fight?
Well, yeah, and I'm getting ready for the press conference on Thursday because I'll need to watch that, stay up late, and then rip
Chop
that video and then chop up
it up,
again.
yeah.
And I'm just waiting for a shout back from my handler. Sounds like a CIA handler at BBC The Social. Because I was speaking to them about getting a video ready for this one, so I'm just
cool.
waiting for the
Nice.
thumbs
Mac
up
on
to
the
come
blow
back
up.
from that one. And if not, then I'll just do it myself again. So,
What's happening with these upgrades that you were honey dicking us with for ages as well?
the next load of upgrades is pretty much done. All I need to do is get my new sound recorder because I'm using my interface at the moment. I want to just move to something smaller, more streamlined, and a couple of cameras. That's really stages 6s and 7, and I'm done.
Anything else you got going on? You want to talk about?
I know what you are fishing for, but no, I'm not talking about it on the air. But aye, other than that, no, it was good.
Right. Mikey Dats, the doctor.
The computer.
The computer. I like the doctor.
Computer.
So
The doctor will see you now.
the Lil Wayne album, I thought it was very good. I'll probably give it a 6 though. I'm not a huge Wayne fan, but I think a 6 from me for Wayne is
just
pretty good.
too long.
Very long.
Yeah.
Very long.
Like,
Not
it
as long
just-
as Drake's, but it was very good.
I was just giving it a 4 just to throw that in
shit.
there.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't going to be that low.
Bananas. 4 bananas, 6 from
Is
4
that,
bananas
that's
from Andy,
not like
6
your
from
highest rating of all the hip hop
Probably.
albums we've went over this
Just
year?
every beat is interchangeable, man. It's all the same rolling hi-hats. Every beat sounded pretty similar on it for me, so I was just a bit like,
Nah.
Fair dues.
4 bananas, yeah.
Also, Joe Budden has a show on Revolt now called State of the Culture, which I saw for the first time last night. It was a very spirited and a passionate debate on there. I wouldn't expect anything less from Joe because he's such an asshole. But that was very good. Going back to music, actually, Logic had a new album that dropped on Friday too. He has a song with the entire Wu-Tang on there, which
Really?
is awesome. Very, very good.
I'm gonna download that
Like
right now.
Logic is a good rapper. I don't understand why he doesn't get really that much praise for what he does, but I think he's a pretty good rapper.
I've not listened to him a whole heap, but I feel like the stuff I have heard is not bad. Ysiv.
Is this the Young Sinatra?
Young Sinatra 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I was wondering what Ysiv means.
I was calling it YSEP for the first 2 hours too.
What's the song with Wu-Tang on it? There it goes.
yeah.
Wu-Tang Forever. Wow.
That's it.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Yeah,
Unless-
so have a listen to that. It's and from what I heard, even up to that point, is very, very good. So
download this for the walk home.
so State of the Culture, Young Sinatra 4, the Carter 5, and I'm trying to think what I've been listening to, like old stuff. I don't know if I've said this before. A rapper in New Zealand called PNC. Please check him out. He's one of my favorite rappers. Actually, he's really, really high up there.
High praise.
An awesome rapper. I was just listening to his first album called Rookie Card, which is also a pretty good album name, I think. So check it out and let me know what you think.
Yeah, got him here. I'll just chuck him into the YouTube recommended.
Rookie Card's pretty old, but even like all his stuff, his cadence has pretty much stayed the same since that time. But Rookie Card is definitely my favorite album from him.
Check him
I'll
out.
check that out.
Also, one thing is I checked out the new Chemical Brothers song, Free Yourself. Decent.
Yeah.
Nice bit.
They didn't really put out shite. That's the
Nah.
cool thing is that they're there and then they kind of fuck off for a few years and you don't hear anything from them. But that's because they're in the studio.
But they've
Not
always
just churning
they've,
out crap.
they've always kept the chemical brothers. 'Cause I think it's really easy nowadays for if you're in the dance world just to churn out some really simplistic. Because
Yeah.
I know for a fact Andy Mack, give Andy Mack 2 hours and he'll ping you out a standard EDM banger. Do you know what I mean? But like the Chemical Brothers never really deviate from their formula because that works, and it'd be really easy for them, I think, to just go down that whole bog standard EDM route, and they don't. So shout out to the Chems.
And don't forget Kanye West changed his name as well.
Oh fuck off!
Speaking of Kanye, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say I wanted to get that in before we finished up the night.
I'm sick of Kanye
I'm
West.
so fucking sick of him too.
Like, and it is, and it's like it's getting past the point where I think he obviously doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about anymore, and he thinks by trying to preach that he's making some sort of sense, and he's not, man. He's preaching this dangerous, idiotic pish about fucking Donald Trump, and he's totally gone so far up his own arse. I feel like he's completely forgotten about who the fuck he is or where the fuck he's come from.
And Snoop gave him a beat down on his
I saw
Instagram
that,
post
yeah.
as well, calling him an Uncle Tom.
He's going to get.
He's
He's going to end up. He's going to piss off the. And did you see because he had the guy who played Kylo Ren, Adam Driver, on Saturday Night Live with him.
Yeah.
And there was a really good picture, and it was on the top of the picture. It was that time that he said that George Bush didn't care about black people.
Yeah.
And Mike Myers was looking at him like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then now it was Adam Driver looking at Kanye, so it was now like a white guy looking at him going, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
But he's going to like they were bullying him not to wear the MAGA hat, and I was like, "Mate, they're doing you a favour." Like,
It's like no one cares about. They care about you running your mouth and not knowing what you're talking
And,
about.
like,
That's
he
what they care about.
And the thing is, he doesn't. It doesn't. I'm not saying I know what I'm talking about, but I don't go blasting it on all the social medias that I can. But it clearly looks to me that he doesn't actually know.
No, he's dumb.
Yeah, he's fucked.
And what bothers me the most is just that he has like this platform. I don't want to get into it. I'm sorry. He just annoys me so much.
Yeah,
He has something to sell. So
Yeah.
now it's time to start talking to people and start being provocative. No, keep that shit at home.
But
Nobody
he's just-
cares.
but
If
he's-
your music's good, you don't need that
Just
shit.
being provocative and actually using a provocative message for good.
Yeah.
Whereas he's not actually saying anything useful to anybody other than himself. He's so far up his own arse he can smell what he had for breakfast.
There's no such thing as bad press. All press is good press.
What I found more annoying is that his song is like super catchy, and I was like, I put the edited version on in the car, and it's like instead of "you're such a fucking hoe," it says "you're such a freaky girl." And then I had my daughters in the car, and they were like, "You're such a freak." And I was like, "Oh God, no! Don't ever sing that again."
Man, well, fuck you, Kanye.
Kanye's in there with J. Cole now. Yeah, he's such a dick.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, this hit list's starting to
I-
build a few names on it, man.
Oh man, at least we know Snoop's got our back on this one.
Just
Yeah,
don't come
shout
talk
out
to
to-
people when you got something to sell. Like,
Yeah.
like just be out there all the time. Then
Yeah, at least read up on what you're trying to talk about and don't just mouth off and try and he's a fucking
Oh, we do
imbecile.
that every week. What?
I can't, but nobody's fucking listening to us, are they?
yeah, we don't have a Kanye platform.
Anyway, well, thank you very much once again. I think, are we ready? Will we wrap it up there, guys?
Let's wrap it up.
I think so, yeah.
Fucking J. Cole.
Strong finish.
Thank you again to our sponsors, Paul Patrick Plumbing and Heating. Cooler weather keeping in. We've said it before. Don't leave it too late to get your boiler checked and get your system flushed, and you'll thank them in the long run. So search Paul Patrick Plumbing and Heating on Facebook. Now accepting card payments.
You.
You can find us on Facebook, Podbean, Twitter. We are on Twitter at MSF_podcast. Podbean, Monkey Sword Fight Podcast. Facebook, Monkey Sword Fight Podcast. You can email us at monkeyswordfightpodcast@gmail.com. I am on Twitter at Wagwan Patrice.
I am also on Twitter at _M_dots, DOTTS.
I'm on Twitter at Macapella.
Once again, thank you for everyone who's got involved with Braw Or Naw, for the feedback. Oh, hi Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi,
Also,
Rachel.
remember, I forgot to talk about this. She was really upset about Andy for eating on the microphone last week, and apparently it's a recognised condition.
Oh, yeah, it
It's
is.
freaking
I
out about
wasn't-
when you can hear people with stuff in their mouth. It's like a recognised condition for making people feel anxious. She almost turned off. I think she stuck it out though because she loves us though.
I wasn't eating it. I just had a throat sweetie in my mouth. You just hear it rattling against and fucking cheer up, Rachel. Love you.
Love you, Rachel. Right, thank you once again. Thank you for listening. We will be back. No, I won't be here next week, but my lovely co-hosts will be taking it on board with a possible special guest host
Ooh.
in my absence.
I'll speak to her later on. Just confirm that. But yeah.
Anyway, thank you once again, guys. Enjoy yourself. Take care. Peace.
Peace.